to the Gamegasm podcast. We put the O in radio. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Gamegasm podcast. My name is Jeremy.
Turned down for what? So Brian.
I knew he was going to do it.
I had a different quote.
No, I knew it was good. I knew it was happening.
God
It's in my head.
And after that, I am Andrew.
And welcome to the show.
What's up, guys?
We missed you.
We
It's
did.
been a while.
We skipped a couple weeks, obviously. Andrew and I were down in Atlanta.
Hot
for
Atlanta.
I quit. I refused.
Can we not?
You say ATL maybe, but Hotlanta's, that's just, were you Jermaine
Only if
Dupri?
you're like
I am
wear
Jermaine
roller
Dupri,
skates.
actually.
It's like were they roller skating in that ATL movie?
I will say, like,
Little Bow Wow.
I was going to listen to that song, Welcome to Atlanta, on the way down there. I didn't, though.
Anyway.
Part of the Dungeon Family
Yeah.
What?
Fucking Outcast.
Outcast.
Oh, okay.
and Goody Mob.
That's where CeeLo came from, right? Goody
Yeah.
Mob? Yeah.
Back when he was good.
Yeah. What does he say? Oh, yeah, we can't say that on air. Anyway, actually, most of their lyrics we can't say on air.
They were not friendly towards the white folk a lot of times, but
They were also not friendly towards the black folk sometimes.
they were angry there too.
I think they were just angry.
Yeah.
Just angry
And-
black people.
A lot of good. I remember like their. I said I had that CD, Sally Daddy myself, still standing, and the inside it had a dictionary for white folk. No joke.
White
It actually did. Like I learned that. What was it? Damn it! Some of the different terminology in there. I can't think of it right now off the top of my head,
Yeah?
but it would explain what they were like. That's a Cadillac. This is making money. This is this. And I was like, oh,
That's very helpful.
It was.
Thank you. Every album should have that.
Because this was kind of like, you still had the internet in 98, but you didn't have Urban Dictionary. I
Right.
couldn't go find out what, mobbing my whatever was. Steady mobbing something. I don't know. I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh.
I'm white. I don't know these things.
I know. They don't
Smoke a L in the back of the Benzie.
Yeah, they didn't teach that in my cul-de-sac.
What the fuck's a L?
I don't know.
Yeah. Turn down for what? We were just talking about
Turn
that.
down for what?
What is it?
Why are we
Fire
talking
up
about
that
this?
loud. I'm white. I had to Google that shit. What does that mean?
Like Rack
and now
City.
I know it means smoke good marijuana.
Remember we talked about that? Rack City. We're like, Rack City, bitch.
Yeah.
fuck is-
Las Vegas?
It's Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know that. I'm like, what the fuck is Rack City? I just know that 10, 20s on those titties, bitch.
Thank God for
That's all you
Urban
need to know,
Dictionary.
though.
That's
Just
true.
generally.
Now, is it Tigga or Tyga?
But he says T-Raw when he raps.
Fuck should I know? His name's fucking stupid. I just know it's Tyga, which already I'm annoyed to begin with. Like
Yeah.
I can't decipher that. Just fucking spell it correctly.
You're asking a rapper to spell his name correctly. That is, I don't know why you...
Dr. Dre spelled correctly.
If you know what Dre is.
Ice Cube is
Ice
spelled
Cube
correctly.
is spelled absolutely correctly.
You can
Ice-T
Ice-T is a
not.
little bit different.
Mac
not.
10 is.
Mac 10's right.
Mac 10, you guys.
Mac 10.
Says a guy, Mac 10.
I don't know if you could say Snoop
Snoop Dogg.
Doggy Dog. I mean,
It's spelled definitely incorrectly.
Snoopy Snoop.
Dog. D-O-G-G.
Oh yeah, you got me on that one. I forgot about
Yeah.
that part. Yeah, Tech 9's not going to work on that one either.
And then he's
It is
he's
except
a number.
for the 9. Why throw that in there?
Tech 9.
Tech 9? Anyway,
We're like
So
the
we were-
whitest podcast ever, by
Yeah.
the way.
Thug Life.
that's the second time I've gone Tech 9 in the last 2 episodes.
Let's keep that
Just
up.
so we're clear.
Make it a thing.
Tech Nizzle, you're a technician.
I am. So we were down in Atlanta. I was at the launch tournament. Andrew was there with me.
Yes, it was.
And O'Brien was a noob sitting at home,
Yeah.
masturbating. Maybe.
I was
Nah.
in Atlanta masturbating. So
Yeah.
actually, I wasn't.
At least you can claim Georgia off your list of states.
Yeah.
I've already been to Georgia, obviously, and I've masturbated.
Yeah, sure, you got that one. Cooked off your jerk
I
it there.
don't think I jerked it in Georgia. I don't think I did.
Georgia?
You didn't this weekend?
I don't think so.
Georgia.
Or that past week, 'cause
I didn't because I was rooming with Ryan Gosling.
That's Ryan Gosling. DJ Pernicus.
I was rooming with a guy who looks almost identical to Ryan Gosling. He's a shorter, more built version. Anyway, so we're not going to do a main topic. We're going to do a long mail sack today. Our mail sack has filled up again.
Yes.
It is time
Which is
to.
good.
It is time to squirt.
There'll still be some that will not get answered, so don't get all
Pissy.
sassy in the pants if you don't get it. There's a lot of them. Some of it's kind of slowed down because we haven't had some episodes. So please fill the sack back up.
And we're starting to get, I feel, what is our listening audience too. Like,
Yeah.
the first couple episodes we posted, we got a lot of people, just checking it out, seeing, and
Sure.
a lot of people may or may not like the format. It's a little bit different for being on YouTube at this point.
Right.
Make
So,
you need a dick.
but so, I mean, yes, they certainly can.
A big hefty plump.
And you know what? They won't even know to eat that dick because they were not listening.
That's right. Everybody
Fucking
listens like, oh yeah, that guy, Silent Scope X Sign 7, he should eat a dick. He should eat a dick anyways for his screen name.
But yeah, we got our pretty much our listening audience, which is good.
Yeah, that's
So-
what we wanted.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted.
Pair you guys
So
down.
let's bust open the sack.
Let's do it.
The mail
Okay.
scrote.
And as I just was saying that, everybody's question will get answered. Renee Bautista there, buddy. You asked, honestly, 20 questions.
Yeah.
This is almost a game in a mailbag. So I got one for you. Well, actually, technically two. We're going to get you. Just have to piecemeal you out, my man.
Gonna get you, bitch.
So, okay. So he wanted to know our opinion of difficulty in games and its an effect on entertainment value. And then how that really affected us. Do we what's our level of fun and difficulty kind of as a sliding scale? Can a game be too hard to make it where it is no
Not
longer
fun.
fun or
Of
so
course.
easy?
It
It's
depends.
off.
It depends on how you define hard. Hard being you get 3 lives and the game is over. That could be really fucking annoying in today's world. Like Contra.
It couldn't exist like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like it did.
No.
Contra was way too fucking hard, and it was almost not fun without the Konami code.
I just disagree with that.
You think?
I had fun every time.
Oh no, I had fun every time.
Okay.
But it was frustrating to go through the first 3 levels and then have to start over and do
But
the
I
first
beat
3
it without
levels
the
again.
Konami code.
I don't know that I ever did.
It took me a long time. But the thing is, and we were talking about this off air earlier. It's how kids today,
These damn kids.
damn kids today,
You damn kids.
they're fucking Pac-Man video games and hula hoops and Dan
Dan
Fogelberg.
Fogelberg.
If you don't know the quote of that movie, you can also ingest a penis.
Yeah, suck a bag of dicks.
Yeah,
Come back and-
big bag of dicks.
Big bowl of butts.
You have to have action and everything has to be accessible. I don't understand. I feel I'm trying to think of a game that would be difficult. If it was difficult in a way that didn't make sense, and I don't have a game off the top of my head, but I remember certain Nintendo games where you would just die or they were badly programmed. You jump off a cliff and you.
Was it Super Ghouls and Goblins was hard as fuck like
But
that.
at least the difficulty made sense. What I was doing
just
wrong.
Ghouls and Goblins.
Yeah.
Yes.
The difficulty made sense. Games that you feel like you're dying for no discernible reason or just
Or
hard
like
because of
programming
shitty
issues.
That's
like
not difficulty though. That's just a shitty game.
Agreed, but it is hard. And there used to be games back then.
It's
where
like a faux difficulty.
Yeah.
you didn't know what you were getting a lot
Right.
of times. There wasn't the internet. You couldn't go to an ESRB or a IGN or whatever else and find out, is this game a pile of shit? You just had to take your chance, and this is the game you rented, and there you go. I actually think a lot of games can almost be too easy.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was just saying.
I think that's more where I lie.
I'm just saying in today's world, games like Dark Souls, which are not hard in normal Nintendo standards.
I am Mega Man hard.
Oh yeah.
No,
you don't know fucking hard until you've bashed your face in your controller. The controller will not budge because it's a fucking square.
Well, and the thing is too, the Dark Souls difficult, and I haven't played much Dark Souls, but I do know that dying is part of the game itself.
Right, it's a mechanic of the game.
It's a mechanic of the game. There was no mechanic of dying in the original Mega Man.
No, you
It was
die,
just
it
dying,
goes to
you
a
just
stupid
fuck
fucking...
you.
Or Ninja Gaiden.
It
Yeah.
goes to a stupid fucking
Oh.
password screen where you gotta put in... Even the password system is hard.
Yeah.
You gotta type in all the dots on
at
the
least you
fucking
had a
map.
password system.
A1 red.
Yeah.
It is
Doesn't terrible.
B3 blue.
yeah.
But I had a fucking notepad, just like this is in
Yeah.
my lap, where I had game codes in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun. And those memos in the back of the... We talked about memos
Yeah.
in the back of the manual.
Those aren't
before
used
that.
anymore.
Exactly.
They're still there, but not used.
I don't know. For me, and this is going to be a game that you might not... not say weird, but Fallout 3.
Yeah.
I love that game.
Yeah.
Halfway through, I just kind of got tired of it. And you know why?
That's every sandbox game, though.
So fucking easy.
Oh, hey, look, I can blow your head off with
Yeah.
one shot.
Yep.
Vats.
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 Yeah, you just
I'm sorry, Elder Scrolls, although it could get easy, at least there was some challenge to it. It didn't have the VATS-like system. With VATS, remember when we were playing
Yeah,
it? We
you
got
just-
so good where VATS was like,
You got
okay.
14 guys coming at you, and you're just headshotting.
Yeah, we just
with
murdered
bats.
them all.
Yeah.
I mean, the story was still fun. I enjoyed the campy
The
humor.
environment was cool.
I
yeah.
loved it, so I kept playing it. But as far as easy or hard, that was, to me, I think it's almost, they can affect it too easily.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to see more difficult games. You know, when you take... I play every game on the hardest difficulty because it's generally too easy on normal.
Agreed.
And there are times though, whenever I'm not
Strategy games are the only one I would say that typically you wouldn't go that far.
It's also a fake difficulty.
I will say though, there are times when I just it's kind of like you turn off that brain function, and I don't want to play some super difficult fucking game. You know, I mean, I'll play something a little easier here and there, but for the most part, I mean, I do agree. I enjoy more of a challenge because,
Sure.
you know what, limited time I get to game anymore. I do want to be,
I feel like you accomplished something.
yeah, I want to feel like I accomplished something and be immersed in the game for when I'm there. But at the same time, if I do have a little bit of time and I'm like, I just want to there are times I just want to fucking blow people's heads off in VATS or whatever. So being able, the slidable difficulties is good to a degree, but in a way, If you're sliding them too much, I feel like you're giving yourself too much control over the difficulty to where you're kind of gaming yourself out of it.
I hate sliding difficulties. I think it's awful because you get those sliding systems,
and they're arbitrary, like the Elder Scrolls.
The sliding
not
systems.
to mention you can begin at one and randomly go, and then when you find a part that's hard, you can turn it down.
Yeah,
I agree. Had an AI slider, be maybe a little bit different.
That's almost impossible.
That would really be difficulty though. That would truly be increasing difficulty.
But then you wouldn't have a slider because there's no way to go. I'll make them a little smarter. You have to have set difficulty because they can't do.
And I remember Loadout was a perfect example. The first time we played Loadout and we get into the bots or whatever, they're on fucking aimbot.
Yeah, they're way harder than fighting regular people.
Good, they can't miss. And there's a slider to get aimbot versus not aimbot, like a percentage accuracy or something like that.
Actually, they had in Counter-Strike 1.6.
Sure they did.
They had Counter-Strike had everything. You could adjust the bot's difficulty on a slider, and that would adjust the delay at which they locked onto your face. Seriously.
Locked onto your face.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, so
good question. I think you got what we all want. We just want a game that's hard enough to enjoy, not too easy, but not stupid difficulty.
We don't want fake difficulty that's just hard for the sake of being hard. Yeah. There's no reason for that.
The other question we got from Renee here is, I think, was pretty thought-provoking. He mentioned how when we talk about the great games of our generation, sadly that means he's probably way younger than us, but we mentioned, a Zelda or a Final Fantasy or
Shining Force,
Super Mario, whatever game that may be, and that's the game that defines us. And he mentioned that honestly, when people realize or view the generation of this generation of games, it'll be games like Call of Duty. Yeah. It'll be games that are seasonal every year. Not to say trivial, but that's kind of how he worded it. Those are the games that are going to be like 20 years from now. Oh, I remember when I played Call of Duty as a kid.
Remember when I got to rank 10 prestige in Call of Duty?
Yeah. So his comment was really, what does that say about gamers today? And personally, just to jump right into it, I kind of think we just alluded to it a little bit. You had to kind of earn things a little bit when I guess we were younger. Now when you look at it, kids need to be constantly involved.
Yep.
Every moment, if I don't have my phone with me, I can't check something while I'm doing something and something else is happening, I'm bored.
Yep.
That is not how it was then. That's how it is now. So you need to have a game every year. You need to have this seasonal, just riddled out there at you, and also constant action.
It's a different world. You have to be hyped up about a game, and
but they didn't have launch parties when we were, when we were kids. It's just this game came out. I didn't even know it was coming out. I saw that Nintendo Power 3 months ago. Oh, it's finally here. There was no launch dates. There was no,
you'd hear a launch date, but we were kids. We weren't writing that launch date down for the most part.
Only people who were really excited about blank game knew what day it was.
That's
coming
more like
out.
the 90s. Yeah. Really, in the 80s, there wasn't shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. The issue with the Call of Duty style games is that I think that when we were kids, gaming was kind of a new phenomenon for our parents and for our grandparents.
Completely fair.
So they were just like, oh, you kids need to get outside because that's what we did when we were growing up. I think today's gamers, people dislike today's gamers because they're fucking annoying.
Agreed.
I fucked your mom, you pussy, you fuck faggot. They're that kid who's just being a badass on the internet because they can. They go to school and they're the kids getting picked on and getting their lunch thrown on.
And they only play the 3 or 4 major games. Mm-hmm. That's a big difference on the breadth of titles we played compared to now. Now you find a couple games, you play that until you face smash it and you become good at that one fucking game, and that's it.
Which is why if you watch my streams, I play multiple games because I can't just play one fucking game. And that's just how I grew up. I don't like to dig into one game. I like to play a breadth of games, and if that means people aren't going to watch me, then fuck it. That's how I like to play,
Yeah, and I tend to focus a little more than you. I still play other games. I just haven't had the time lately to do it. But I tend to focus a little more. But at the same time,
you've always kind of been that way.
Yeah, I've always kind of dug in a little deeper. But I've never gone complete try hard. Usually, I still have peripheral games that I play. But I would get not obsessed, but I would focus one game harder than
but
you
an
guys.
RPG I would say is a little bit different.
Yes,
though.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to be good at one specific game or wanting to find everything out about one specific game.
Because the depth of an RPG that you would probably got more focused on is completely different than just playing Black Ops all the time.
Call of Duty 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just because it says Call of Duty on it.
But and to kind of get back to his point, what does that say about the his generation of gamers in a way, and I don't know that it's their fault. I don't think that I would necessarily fault their generation. A lot of it's the publishers because they're buying the game, so I guess inevitably it is kind of their fault. But
In the end, you're responsible for your own actions.
You like a shooter game, and you're getting a new shooter game. I mean, it's just kind of at some point people either get tired of it or just accept Call of Duty for what it is, or Halo, or whatever you want to say. But they're defining games are, like you said, Call of Duty.
I think it is the consumer's fault.
I think it is completely.
And here's why. People will bitch about EA. EA is the worst company in the world. And then they release a new game. Fucking take my money. That's the problem. Titanfall just came out. Everybody's so fucking jizzing over their computer screens about Titanfall.
You just hate some Titanfall.
It's not Titanfall. I won't buy it because of EA.
Fair enough.
You want to talk shit about EA all the time, then you're like, here's $60. I want to buy Titanfall.
I'm fucking on it.
No, not you.
I
meant you as a.
No, I might actually buy it just to check it out. I'll be honest. I'm curious about it. The last time I bought an EA game was like 2010.
Yeah, I will never ever buy another EA title unless it's something I specifically want to play.
Sure. Well, I think like in comparing like Call of Duty is really the lightning post, because you take Halo or take Battlefield. They have years between releases.
Oh yeah,
and honestly, they usually have a lot more in-depth.
Halo's got like a story.
Halo has a great
that's
story.
Why? Because there's more production put into it. It takes longer to make that game.
People always bitch about Madden, like, all you do is update the rosters. Well, that's what Call of Duty is doing.
Updating the maps.
They're barely even updating the rosters. They have the same shitty perks they've had for fucking 12 games.
It's like, this does 12% as opposed to 15%.
We balanced it.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
So essentially, if your generation's favorite game is going to be Call of Duty, that says you should all commit ritual suicide.
No, the thing is about the generation is it's breeding a bunch of twitchy 12-year-old fuck you faggot. That's the kind of person it's breeding, and that's how that generation is going to be remembered. They're going to be remembered as the shitty kids who all fucked your mom on the internet.
As the internet badass.
Internet tough guys.
Yep.
Fucking keyboard warriors or controller warriors, whatever game you're playing. So I just think it's going to leave. I think this generation is going to leave a bad stain on gaming, unfortunately.
And the problem is, and I guess it says, here's the thing too. I guess it's a roundabout way. If you're buying those games, what it says is that really you don't want innovation. You don't want quirkiness. You don't want different kinds of games.
Time.
You don't want a real experience. You do not want to waste time. It's completely correct. Whereas when the games that we remember were risk taking, were chances, were a lot of breadth of styles, and you don't see that as much now. Probably because it's focus and cost of making a game, but it's also what you consume.
Right.
So the people now, this is what they consume. So by and large, they're actually eliminating all those games that Renee mentioned.
Yep.
In his email, all those games that we remember and the games of our past are not a chance because of what they tend to purchase and endorse.
I think here's a good way to look at it. I think when we were growing up, the games that we nostalgia over and that we really remember, we played Game 1. Game 1 was great, so we bought Game 2. Game 2 was great, so we bought Game 3, and now we're lifetime fans of that series.
Yes.
In today's world, Game 1 is great, you buy Game 2 is worse, but you buy Game 3 just because of the name, and eventually you say, fuck it, I'm not buying that series anymore. That's the difference in the two generations.
They grind it down until they can't make any more money on it.
You put the game to a grindstone, and eventually people go, fuck this.
Then you rename it. You're like, we'll do Ghost. We'll make it Black Ops. We'll make it Modern Warfare. We'll just keep,
we are picking on Call of Duty, but you can
specifically Call of Duty.
Specifically said Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Because it's the biggest franchise
it's huge.
It's not Mario, but...
Well, I mean, for game... You're right, sales probably not. But I mean, right now, that's the game that every kid can't wait to buy.
Yeah,
I remember Cuddy and I would go to like the midnight release of Call of Duty just more to go and spectate it than anything. Because like he'd buy it and like I'd play like a couple of games. Like all right,
I will say I'll always remember Call of Duty 2.
See, that's the problem though. Great Call of Duty. You bought the next one because of that. You bought the next one because of that. You continued down that path until you got to Modern Warfare 3, and you're like.
But 2 and 3 weren't a year after each other. There was gaps.
That's because that was back when it was a real game series, not a cash cow.
Agreed.
Yep.
All right.
It turned into a cash cow.
Good question, Renee.
Yeah, that was good.
Nice.
Good job.
So we got one from Andy, though he's still going on his alias as Fad Ginger.
Fad Ginger.
It's a really simple question, though. Maybe not an easy one to answer. He wants to know, why do we think Minecraft is so huge?
It's an infinite amount of possibilities. Minecraft is not what's huge. It's the third-party add-ons and things that people create for it that changes it so much. And I think it's also huge because little kids can watch it forever and go, he called a cow a douche, and it's funny.
Yeah, it's a neat game. It really is. And there's just you can really do anything you want, and it appeals to a lot of different people. I mean, you've got your your indie gamer who's like, it's free to play still, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, it's never been free to play.
It was like $7 or something.
It's like $20 for
really
a account,
cheap.
something
Is
like
it-
that.
But I mean, it's not really
I thought it might have
expensive
been
necessarily.
pretty cheap. But like it's something you can get into very cheap. You can get a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of different aspects of the game where building homes or fighting zombies, or if you want to go online and have your own group of people together, and also like the artistic people who actually like build like worlds
Crazy
and
stuff in it.
and that's
And
just
pixel art, big pixel art things and stuff.
That's crazy, and that like to me that's. I think you get more out of that game in a lot of ways than you will out of other games, just because
it also appeals to the engineer at the same time because it's perfect squares. It's not squares, blocks. It's perfect blocks, and then they've got the redstone system, which allows you to create machines.
Yep.
So it goes from kids who can just wander around and kill baddies to girls who can build a house and decorate it to artists, like you said, to engineers. So it covers a wide breadth of people.
I guess there's two things about it. One that makes it successful, and one thing I don't like. I think what makes it successful is like a lot of the games would be Farmville. Games that aren't really competitive, they're mind-numbing, and I think it doesn't take any skill to play necessarily, but once again, we're not talking
It doesn't.
Contra-level difficulty
Minecraft
over
takes
here.
no skill to play.
So it's very easy, it's very accessible. That's also a reason I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't lose. I'm just there. There's no aim, there's no ending. I guess I can't.
Literally.
I
There's
can't
no
really
story.
conceptualize it. I get that I can build this world. Yeah, I build a fucking castle. Who gives a shit?
It's as sandbox as you can get to a fault.
Yes.
You can do anything you want, but there's really no purpose for you doing it.
Unless you get into those games with people who like do the scavenger hunt kind of things, and I don't know what they're called. I'm sure they've got a real name because I don't watch them. But I mean, that's the only way you can really get something out of it as far as a win or a loss.
It's the
But
mini
even-
game stuff.
But even though it's almost a forced win loss kind
Well,
of.
now that's what's big. What's big is games that don't take any real skill. And those kind of, now that it's a mobile game, but it's still in that same genre vein of mobile where it's not hard to play. It's Clash of Clans kind of thing. It's where anybody can play. You don't have to be good. You don't have to be uber elite game skills.
The thing that kills me about Minecraft is the fact that when I started YouTube, it was already wildly popular. And it's still wildly popular now, 2.5, 3 years later.
And nothing's fucking changed.
And nothing has changed. Oh, you can tame horses now. Fucking who cares?
I don't care.
Oh, you can get a ocelot now. I don't fucking care. That's just the guy going, oh, give me more money, please.
And,
I mean,
and
it
this
doesn't...
guy's brilliant. Whatever.
Oh, Notch is a fucking multimillionaire. It's just, the issue is that my channel they were devastated when I stopped playing Skyrim. Dude, it's 2.5 years old. I can't do anything else in Skyrim. Oh, but there's add-ons and stuff. Yeah, it's the same game. Yeah, but it adds story. That's the same game. Same mechanics. I'm bored of it. Sorry.
There comes
man.
a point when you cannot, it just needs to be written off and moved to the next page. The opposite of the Call of Duty thing. When you've really milked it, let's take a step on to the next one.
You've beat that dead horse so much. It's time to quit. And that's how I feel World of Warcraft is right now. You've got to move on. When I looked, I saw a WoW video pop up on Twitter today, and I looked at it and I was like, oh God, is that what WoW looks like? Like I forgot
got all the add-ons and
no, the cartooniness of it. I was like, oh, I forgot how actually bad it was graphically.
Well, back then, yes, but I don't know that it was
back then. It's just the same.
I haven't looked at WoW in a long while.
I mean, it's the same. I was like the dwarf, and I was like, oh, he's like a little cartoon guy. I don't remember
it's like
it being that
you
bad.
kind of get away with that because like your cartoon is almost like cartoons kind of transcend a little bit.
Yeah.
But when you go back and look at stuff like that, you're like, oh,
I played that for 6 years.
I didn't care about the graphics.
No, I don't care about the graphics. But the point is I was
the
like,
artistic style of it.
I just going back, having not seen it since before Cataclysm, I was like, oh God, that still looks like that. You know what I mean?
you just would expect things to evolve, kind of like you
a
would
little
expect like
bit.
Minecraft or something like that to evolve to have this popularity, but they're
Exactly.
staying the same and still that popular.
Okay. That's a good one, Andy. That's a good question because it's kind of one that is a lot of people like.
Good question, Andrew.
I don't understand it. This is Kyle from Pennsylvania. He also goes by ESXXII.
Oh yeah. No, he's cool.
What's his 2012 stand for? Or whatever.
Oh, it's
22?
Elder Scrolls.
I know Elder Scrolls.
Oh God.
What's
if I
the
have to have
number?
a fucking mathematical equation to
It
find
was
your
it was
acronym.
like his favorite for Final Fantasy, I think is what it was. It was 12 or 13, I think, or whatever the number is.
I don't fucking
I
remember.
think it was Final
22
Fantasy.
though.
Like Final Fantasy 22. He sees from the future.
I guess. Well, there's going to be a Final Fantasy 22.
Oh yeah,
It'll happen.
It's going to happen. It might be a while. So yeah, Kyle, you need to fucking explain that name. That's too
No,
complicated.
he told me, and that's my
He
bad for.
explained it. I just can't remember.
It's Elder Scrolls.
I knew
and,
ES was Elder Scrolls, all I could remember.
and I think it is Final Fantasy. I think.
It can't be because there's not Final Fantasy 22.
Well, but there's the X and another X. I don't know.
Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah. So okay, he wants to know if we can have any 2 items from any game. One's got to be old, pre-2000. One's got to be new, post-2000. That we could own, use. 2 items.
Oh,
Dear God.
A lot of items out there.
in all of gaming.
Could be a spell.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you have idea? Do you know what you want?
You know, I really want, like, Alexander as a spell.
Like just a fucking
The big
summon?
giant
It's
castle
not even
laser
the It's not
thing.
even the best fucking Esper. I don't
No,
care.
it just looks cool.
It's fucking badass. I want that.
I mean, we're all going to say something like Bahamut
And then
or
after,
something.
no,
like
I
that, you know,
want
it's not fair.
Alexander, and then I want the oh shit, they're both gonna be old.
Tanuki
Fuck.
suit.
Yeah, Tanuki suit.
To be fair, Alexander was in one of the newer Final Fantasies.
Oh yeah, suck a dick
Oh, there you go.
timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
should have assumed.
It was actually really cool because you could actually he had ability, like you could actually control him. It was like an Eidolon is what they called him, and then you could control him, and he'd come in and fight for you. You had different abilities you would use. It was pretty
That's
fucking
actually
neat.
kind of cool.
It was actually pretty fucking cool.
I don't know. I think Tanuki suit would be really cool. I could like fucking fly. I could turn to stone. Lava can fuck right off. You know,
All that lava you encounter on a day-to-day basis.
dude. What if I'm about to get hit by a car? Boom, stone. Fuck you. You know.
That's true.
It's
Boom,
very
stone,
usable.
fuck you, car.
Very usable. You know. Oh, I'm gonna get herpes. I'm stoned.
I don't
Stone.
know.
Prevent herpes?
Maybe.
I don't think you
You
get
could take that risk.
I don't think you get the notification bubble. Getting ready to contract herpes. Okay, Tanuki.
Well, wait a
suit.
minute. Wouldn't you have to turn to stone and then let the chick fuck you? Because like you can't just like be balls deep and then go, oh shit, stone.
And how are you getting fucked in a Tanuki suit? I mean, you can walk into a
I'm
fucking
telling
party
you.
and be like, bitch, I'm in a Tanuki suit. Get on this dick.
That's pretty hot stuff.
You're
Right
one of
there.
those fucking like retro gamer girl nerds.
Yeah,
who's
did
like,
you have that
"Yeah, it's a
handmade Tanuki suit? Go to a cosplay or
Yeah.
something? I don't fucking know.
Oh man, I don't know. Does Yoshi count as an item? Because he'd be a badass little dude to have her come around
He
with
doesn't technically, per the email, but
me. He comes in an egg, like you carry around the baby Yoshi eggs.
Hey, we're come on, we're getting off topic, and it's allowed. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say Yoshi counts.
I think I want Yoshi with me. As far as my post 2000 goes,
That's a tougher one.
That's a way harder.
All
one.
joking aside, having a mech from Titanfall, that'd be pretty fucking badass.
That would be
How
pretty
about
sweet.
just having a mech from Mech Warrior? I mean,
That's
just any
That's
mech.
pre 2000.
That's true.
Trying to.
Okay, I'm gonna go mech from Mech Warrior then, pre 2000.
That'd be badass, dude.
Yeah, which is by the way they need to make a new Mech Warrior.
Yeah, I actually the
Yeah.
fucking joystick on the computer
Oh,
playing that
yeah,
thing.
like
An
I
old
don't
front
want,
mission too, by the way. Oh, my
Oh,
god.
I don't
yeah.
want Titanfall. I want just a Mech Warrior. You know what I mean? Like just how I am a mech and I get to change my parts out and adjust my shit. Post 2000, Jesus. Can I use the VAT system or a Pit Boy? Just a Pit Boy. That'd be kind of
Oh,
cool.
that would be cool to have.
Good
Pit Boy.
call on that.
The whole Pit Boy. is
The
what I
post
want.
2000's a real tough one.
Yeah.
Fucking mold you in your armor, dude. Fucking
Oh.
do like fucking Halo. That would.
Yeah.
I'm not like 7-3 or anything, but fuck it.
I would say
fuck
like
some
a
bitches up.
a reverse time spell, like from any I mean,
Well, that's obviously
yeah.
always my answer.
Oh yes.
I mean,
Freezing
if we were
Time
yeah,
control.
it's like, oh cool, I fucked that up. Let's do that
I
again.
wonder what her titties look
Yeah,
like.
like-
Freeze. Oh, pretty nice.
I think that was, and
Stevie Wonders.
I'm more thinking like,
Uh,
I would think that'd be like, I guess you go pre or post for that because I don't really have a defense. There's time travel.
whatever.
Every game.
Yeah, post. I mean,
When you take Ebony and Ivory,
that's pretty good. Ebony and Ivory.
That's two. No, fuck you. No, I'm just
that's
kidding.
one item. That's Brian Andrews' wheelhouse.
I want the,
That's
the
just
whole,
two pistols,
I
though.
want the whole like
I
Devil
can
May
buy
Cry.
that right
I want the
now.
whole Devil May Cry like skill set, like the double jump and
That's
the
an
fucking-
ability. That counts.
Like
Sure,
not,
why
not
not?
necessarily the double jump, but like the the stinger and just all the crazy shit that he could do. If you could do like the whole Devil May Cry skill
You know how
set.
good you'd be at basketball if you could fucking double jump, dude?
Double jump.
You would ball on everybody. Oh, he's Oh my god, he's up 16 feet in the air, you know?
He's standing on the rim.
I'd be really rich. I think I'm down with this.
Yeah.
Double jump may be the underrated ability.
Really underrated.
Or flight.
I mean, if we want
Do
to
like fucking Princess from Mario Bros. 2,
I want to
man.
be Superman.
I want to fucking
That's
float.
always the fucking.
Yeah, fuck Superman. He's for pussies.
Unless you want to be the Superman from Mario 60 or Superman 64, then you're just like the retarded version.
Oh, God.
That's the worst game in video game.
I think I played it like twice and just want to
Movie
kill
games
myself.
were a lot worse back than they are
It's
now.
so bad. Go back and emulate Superman 64. You will be.
You'll
sad.
play it for like
You'll
4
be
seconds.
angry
You'll be like,
that you did.
fuck this.
This game is terrible. So there you go. Pip-Boy. I like the
Pip-Boy,
Pip-Boy.
that was a good
Pip-Boy.
one.
I like Pip-Boy. A lot of good choices. Good question, Kyle. Okay, so we're going to take a little segmented break there, and we're going to go with 2 shout-outs. 2 people did come up with games.
Oh, nice.
Games as, like, games for our games.
Games for our games.
Games for our games.
These
And
are games that we were in contention for
the lightning round.
The lightning round, yeah.
And we tried them both out. They don't really work out with this. We gave them shots, but we want both of them to. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah,
One is,
it's hard as fuck to come
honestly,
up with good
these-
games.
honestly,
That's
these-
the problem
yes.
with this.
It's
We've
very
spent
difficult.
countless hours talking.
honestly, sometimes when we don't have an episode, it was just us banging our head into a wall.
Trying to figure out
Figure
what
out
the
games
fuck we're gonna do.
style.
Yeah.
yeah.
So one's Reels W, which by the way is from NYC.
Yeah.
He actually gave his fucking location. So
Nice.
Reels W,
New
I
York
know.
City.
New York City.
And then there's Sean. He gave a screen name. It's Dozen Thread 80. Yeah, that's a real confusing one. He's from Ohio, but he's in Indiana for college. Obviously not in Evansville, I'm
What
assuming.
college?
I don't know. He didn't post, but he's in Indiana.
maybe like
Sean.
Purdue or
IU?
something
Yeah,
like that.
Sean. What fucking school? Put the school, man. Rep.
IUPUI.
He was afraid.
IU.
Hey, he could be a fucking Jaguar.
That kills me. Indiana University, Purdue University of Indiana.
That's better than Indiana University, Purdue University at Fort Wayne, the Mastodons. Now you're asking me why do I know the Jaguars and the Mastodons? You mind your business.
I don't care.
He was afraid his game sucked dick. In his comment,
It did.
it did.
Just,
No.
which one? Who? He was.
The rewriting the game ending.
Oh yeah. That
It's a
was
good
it.
idea. Just,
But it
it's just a
becomes
little,
essentially
it's
devil's
devil's
advocate. And also extremely difficult to do. And how many games that you know the ending of,
exactly, and
rewrite.
then also spoilers for people.
But a
who,
good
spoilers is a big
idea,
deal,
a funny idea, like almost do like a fan fiction take on it. So it's a cool concept, just didn't really meld.
It
Either
ended
way,
up being devil's advocate. I like that better.
yeah. At the end of the day, it's still fucking rocked for the idea. Thanks, Sean.
and by
Thank Real
keep
Dub.
coming up with ideas. We always need them. I mean,
I still like my ending of Final Fantasy VII where Cloud busted a nut on Barrett's face
I think that's gonna
and
be
Red 13 licked it off.
if they re-release this game. I think
we got
that's
that mixed up though. I think Barrett is totally giving it to Cloud. Cloud may have female genitalia.
I didn't say he was giving it to him. I said he just busted a nut.
happened to do it on Barrett's face. He caught
He
caught
caught
him
him off
sleeping.
guard.
He got him when
He's
he was
like,
sleeping.
"Wake up, bitch!"
Oh, take out my semen. I know he's not Asian, but in my
Why is
head.
this Cloud
Why?
Asian? Why did he become Asian?
In my head, he's so effeminate. You know, like every damn Japanese RPG
So
is like
Asians
how
are
can-
effeminate. You fucking
Yeah.
racist.
He looks
You're so
white. They make
racist.
white men effeminate. I can't help that. Okay, so
So
now
now
we got
was like 2 truths and a lie or something like that, which was more fun. It was okay. It just
the problem is that you'd have to get really obscure facts, and also if somebody knows some of the truths,
yeah.
you
Then
have-
you're like, okay, that's obviously the lie.
and then at that point you're just making up really obscure things like this game sold 5,800,000 500,000 copies.
5,800,000
It's like
copies.
you have to make a number up. This game sold 10. This game sold 9. This game sold 8. You're like, I don't fucking know how much it sold or something like that.
And it becomes just a guessing game at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got Lucas. He actually put a screen name for his email. I thought was pretty funny. Dr. Octopus. That's a
Nice.
good screen name.
And it's Dr. Rocktopus.
Rocktopus.
Not Dr.
Yeah.
Octopus. Yeah.
That's-
Yeah,
I
I like
like
that.
it.
See, he made it. That's a good screen name, kids.
Yeah.
There's no fucking numbers on that.
Learn from this guy.
Yeah, good job, Lucas. Now, he actually asked a non-video game related question. He was after the episode where we talked about maybe branching out. Although we can tie back in at the end, back to
Sure.
how we feel about video games. He commented that for him, when he goes to the movie theaters and he watches 3D movies, gives him fucking headaches. He really can't enjoy them. So he wanted
That
to know
sucks.
how we felt, that's the push for 3D movies in general. Did we like it? Did we not like it? Is that how everything's going?
It's a forced medium.
It is.
It's not going to go anywhere. And if it does, it's going to take years.
Well, IMAX will always be there, and people are going to go watch.
Sure.
There's a tons of movies that are geared toward 3D, make a lot of money. My problem is I don't feel that it adds anything. And secondly, the only reason I do it is because it's fucking retardedly expensive. $20 a ticket?
I go to a movie for the story, not for fucking, oh god, I feel like this coming at me, man.
I didn't go to Team America for the story.
I will say there are a couple movies that I've seen in 3D that I am very glad that I've seen in 3D. That I like the one that I can think of, Avatar. Avatar. Whenever
Everybody says that. I didn't think it was great.
In 3D, I thought it was incredible.
Yeah, maybe I'm just not like, oh, so cool.
You're not a sci-fi guy.
No. I love
that movie. That movie was good.
That wasn't really sci-fi. That was more like sci-fi mixed with medieval shit.
I honestly, like, when I saw it in 3D, I was very, very impressed. Now, most of the movies, I think they convert to a 3D, and I think that's shitty. You get like one 3D scene, you're like, oh, I'm watching this in 3D. But if you get a whole movie, if they get on the point where they can make a movie like Avatar or use that kind of technology on most of the newer movies, I like going to the movies, and I don't mind spending $20. I mean, I don't want to spend $20.
Yeah, that's just highway robbery, in my opinion.
It is.
If I can buy the fucking movie almost for that price.
But if I buy for cheaper than that, generally.
But if I can get a good movie experience, I enjoy the. I don't know why I do, but I enjoy the theater experience. I enjoy the big screen. I enjoy going out for an evening to see a good movie. I've even done it myself a couple times, not very often, but if you give me a great 3D like quality movie and not some upconverted pile of shit, I don't have a problem with it. But don't force it. Don't make a 3D movie like
Polar Express,
like the other guys. I don't need to see the other guys in super 3D.
And that's the thing I would say about the 3 that I don't like, and comparing it to video games. Video games, we've all, I think, gone on record, graphics are not high on our totem pole.
Yeah.
And that's really what 3D is catering towards. All these action movies. Not that I don't like, I know everybody does all the superhero movies. I know you like them a lot. And a lot of them are really good. And some of the ones I've seen I do enjoy. The point is a lot of that stuff's like, oh, we gotta make it's the fucking Michael Bay of right. Which, by the way, Michael Bay making the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies makes me want to hang myself.
I will never pay money
so
for that.
Angry at that.
I don't even watch it.
Michael Bay is fucking terrible. He
Yeah.
needs to be shot in the face.
Explosions.
Like the first Transformers was good. The other two were pretty shitty.
I didn't even watch the first Transformers.
First one was good.
I think the part it wasn't bad. Like I watched that in the theater. I think we actually watched that. Me, you, Big Dan, and Jada.
That seems about right.
We all went and saw. And it was not saying it was not a bad movie. It was a good movie. Hell, Jim might have been there too. Good movie. The point is that a large part of what made that good was really just nostalgia. And as I look back, I was like, that movie had so much just random action. Not that it's not an action movie. Michael Bay cannot develop a character. Everything is so formulaic.
Yeah.
It's the same action. But I love you, but I can't leave. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah. Explosion!
And I've already seen
And by the way, Megan Fox.
Yeah, the trailers for, she's a skank.
Oh, yeah.
Trailers. I mean, she married Brian Austin Green, dude. That chick is nasty. I need Tanuki suit to hide from those herps.
Oh, God.
I love my train of thought now. This trailers for fucking Ninja Turtles looks so bad. It's so Michael Bay like.
I need to watch the trailer because I haven't seen. I've seen like some screenshots and just kind of cringing.
Well, it's like hiding it. First off, he used Megan Fox again. By the way,
I heard that.
She's April O'Neil.
Oh my gosh, she looks nothing like April O'Neil.
Let's not get caught up in facts. And like, it's all about their action and then how realistic the turtles look. I didn't need it. I like the guy in a fucking foam suit with fucking Corey Haim's voice. That's what I needed.
Yeah, that's terrible.
But yeah, anyways, long story short, I guess we're maybe a split. You like the 3D. I think you don't like 3D at all, and I'm more in the middle. Like, I saw 300 in 3D. Or the IMAX. I don't know if we're on 3D or not. It was
we
really
saw 300
cool.
together. Me, you, Jada, and Erica.
Okay, and it was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It's a movie that's stylistically, artistically designed for that kind of stuff.
I want 3D not for action. Like, if a 3D video game was going to come out, I want it to be like Myst. Or something that's beautiful
for depth.
And awesome and slow, and it's just there to immerse me, not there to blow my mind. I don't want bullets to be flying past my face. I can give a fuck less.
Like when I was 6, I mean, my parents, we always went to Disney World. And when I was 6, they came out with Captain EO. And that was at Epcot Center, and it was a Michael Jackson, like 4-minute film.
You got touched?
The 3D did come out awful close to my crotch, I will say.
Did he reach out and touch somebody?
But it was sci-fi. It was like sort of like a riff-off Star Wars. And that blew my mind, because that was like the first time I really seen 3D.
Yeah.
And that was cool. But that's about the right audience range for that kind of stupid shit of stuff flying at me. I wasn't going to catch that little butterfly-type dog creature. That's what it was. I don't need bullets flying. They're not real, and I'm not a moron.
No, I like you remember like in the mall when we were like teenagers, they had those like roller coaster simulators.
Yeah.
Those were neat because I was paying for that specific experience, and it was like $1. It wasn't like I'm buying a roller coaster seat for my fucking computer and I want to fucking
roller coaster tycoon. This doesn't work at all.
Oh god, it's so good. So if I were to buy something like the Oculus Rift, and I expect it to be that kind of experience, and that's what I want out of that experience, that's fine. But I don't want to buy Battlefield 4 and be forced to, it's got 3D, and you have to play this part in 3D.
No,
and,
that I agree with.
You start forcing it starts becoming stupid.
All right.
Yeah!
Woo!
Fuck 3D. No, I'm just kidding.
So we got Aaron. He's hailing from the UK.
Aaron Hernandez?
Well,
I don't think so. I think he's from the tough streets
penitentiary.
Cuba. I think he's from Florida.
Does he have computer access? Huh? Does he even have computer access?
Yeah, I bet he does. Like 5 times a day. Probably has better downloads than we do.
Yeah.
Sadly. But he's from the UK. He wants to know, do we think Microsoft will make a handheld? And would it be a good idea if they did?
I'm always in favor of more competition.
Sure.
Just generally more competition, but you're gonna make a handheld and you want to be legitimately, in the running. I mean, Nintendo's had the market on handhelds since day one. So I mean, you have to realize you're not gonna be number one.
I don't think they care. I don't think Microsoft's interested in that space at all.
Not at all. They're really pushing their all-in-one kind of thing, in which they're all doing. My thing is this. And thinking about when I read the question and we were, of what to pick and how to describe it, I guess, here's the thing. Well, think about PlayStation 2, right? When Microsoft jumped in on that wagon there. PlayStation 2 had a grasp that in market share is very similar to what Nintendo's grasp is now. But just because the numbers are the same, it is different. PlayStation 2 had hubris, had a high cost, did not have stranglehold. They just had a lot of people buying their shit. Nintendo has a ridiculous stranglehold.
Yep. Yes.
You look at people who are in their 30s. Like I say, I know a couple people at work, Andrew, that just play DS. Just go and buy every one. That's what they do.
Yep.
And those games are designed for people who want small, bursty types of fun, easy to play. And they also have all the nerdy, your Ace Law, your Phoenix Wright, or your series, a lot of serious RPGs on it. All your action games. Nintendo understands every aspect of the market. Whereas like the Vita, it's really came to kind of what Xbox did with their first system, the edgy gamer. That's all they are. So what's the space Microsoft would even enter?
That's the problem.
There's a monopoly.
Well, and then because Microsoft is kind of like the shooter power gamer kind of system to a degree, or one of them. And you're trying to enter a market where, and like, if you could make that work in that market, you might have an edge. I just don't know that is your market.
How do you make it work?
Well, you're not a competitor for Nintendo at that point. You're just fighting Vita.
Yeah.
You're just doing Vita fighting over the scraps.
And that's the problem. Who gives a fuck at that point?
Yeah,
You're
is that
fighting
even
for
cost
1% of the,
I mean, it's more than one. I know what you meant,
obviously.
though. But I'm saying, like, are you fighting enough to make a profit? Even.
And maybe you don't. But the problem with Sony and the PlayStation is they just came out at the right time.
Oh,
I mean,
completely.
The fight was over. Sega was dead. I mean, they needed a third party in the game.
I don't know why they made a handheld to begin with, except they were trying to push their UMD media stuff.
Well, I was talking about the original PlayStation.
No, I'm just saying, like, why did they? That's why PlayStation went there, and they got lucky. They jumped on the bandwagon at the right time.
Yeah,
they got in with the right media. They chose CD.
Yeah,
and then on top of that, they said, you know what we're doing? We're just going to give people big contracts and sign everybody.
Yep.
It was just
because we're Sony.
Yeah, and it wasn't really that they were brilliant or something. They just had a fortuitous when they came out, because they did that 5 years later, wouldn't work.
Right place, right time, good business decisions when it happened.
Yeah,
that's how it worked out. I don't think Microsoft. I don't think there is a right time. What do you do? Nintendo's been the number one since fucking Game Boy. I mean,
89. That pretty much cinched it.
Yeah, I mean that's fucking 30 years, 25 years.
We're not that fucking old.
Jesus Christ.
We're old, but not that fucking old.
Can you imagine that? Having a stranglehold on the handheld market for 25 years?
Large part of that's Tetris.
Smart
decision. They include Tetris in every system.
Well, either way, though, it doesn't matter. It's still...
I'm just saying it's a smart decision. I'm just saying that they made great decisions. And then after that, they made really good decisions on how they upgraded it. Because they've been superior... Game Gear is superior to the Game Boy.
Yeah, in every way. Except for size.
Yeah, goddamn gigantic.
Yeah, but I mean, the screen was better. It was
I still
color.
have my Game Gear.
I do too. I got most of
never
it
had
to get Sword of Haja, which is a Shining Force game, which they fucking released on CD, and I have that one too, so it didn't even fucking matter. But the Sonic games are good on it.
Yeah.
The problem
I have
is,
Mortal Kombat on it.
is they're just
That's how I played, so my mom wouldn't get mad at me for watching all the blood.
they have a really good idea of what they're directing towards for Nintendo for the handheld. The problem with Microsoft making handheld, there's two big questions we've talked about. Why?
Yeah.
What's there to gain?
Yeah.
Are you going to get in the market? Are you going to make profit?
You're not going to put a dent in Nintendo.
No.
You
But
know?
if you can gain enough of a share to make any amount of profit, then and at that point, I mean, if you're making any money, any extra money on what you put into it,
and extend your brand.
And extend your brand, and it's if you say if I can do something that's fairly low risk for me, and you say you're going to make $5 at it, well, give me the $5. Maybe only be $5, but it's still
It does
money I
take a
didn't have
lot of
before.
creative energy, a lot of staff. You have to put a lot of energy to it.
What I've been trying to get in.
Where you're trying to fight off your main contender anyway.
You know how much they're going to have to sell to even break even
Sure.
after it comes to production and all
'Cause
the
you're starting from
quality
scratch.
check and having to come up with the design of it and
And
the
you're going to have to build
marketing
all the
of it
games
and-
from scratch because you're not going to have third-party developers jumping on your bandwagon.
And Microsoft doesn't have that many contracts as far as games are concerned.
No.
Nintendo second and third party games are that list is humongous. So you're the newest in the game. If you're gonna come out with a handheld, it better be a bad motherfucker.
I will say, when Sony came out with theirs, they were in the game longer than probably Microsoft. It's similar time frame now, actually, if you think about it.
right now, if they were to do it,
And
now.
that's the
But
thing. Maybe they could do it, but it's also a different market. When they came out with the PSP was vastly superior technology, and that's what their angle was at. CD media, we're going to do all this stuff, but it's going to have the memory stick, and we're going to do all this craziness, which wasn't what people wanted.
No, they want simplicity.
Handheld power is especially not the most important thing.
Yeah.
I
It's
will
all
say
software.
though, and this is kind of something I opened with, in the fact that we're people we've always said competition is good. The more you push somebody else, the more. And I know you're not really pushing Nintendo, but I mean in a way I almost feel like we're arguing against them getting into the market because it may not be a great decision. But we've always argued for people taking risks and people going out and trying to do something different. And maybe I don't know if there's a rumor that Microsoft is going to do this or he's just conjecture.
I think it's just
conjecture.
conjecture.
But like if they decide to do it, I mean. I hope it succeeds because I mean, if you can, I'm a Nintendo guy. I like all their handhelds. That I don't play them, but I appreciate what they do. But if you can push them to be more innovative on their end, or you can add a third person into this, as long as it's not causing a toxic gamer environment, I'm all for it. I mean,
What was the actual question?
That's literally pretty much the question.
What did he ask?
Do you think Microsoft will enter the handheld
Well,
market?
see, that was the question. Do we think? No, we don't, because there's not
Do I
enough
think
to
they
gain.
will?
I
And
don't
then
think
if
they're interested.
if you say yes, would that be a good idea? Which obviously none of us are going to say yes.
If we said yes, no, I don't think it's going to be a good
Here's the
idea.
thing.
'Cause I don't think they're
I
gonna
do
break
agree
even.
with Andrew. I always agree that competition is better. We missed the 90s when it was all about innovation, and that was all directly for competition. However, I don't want it to become a Sega issue. Now, granted, I know Microsoft has more money than Sega, but like any business, they'll cut off an arm if that one's not working. Well, fuck it. Let's
Get rid
end
of it, right?
So, like when Sega started making peripheral, we'll do a 32X, we'll do a CD, we'll make a new Game Gear,
God,
we'll
the
do this.
32X was so bad.
If you drum all this money in there and it's a complete fucking failure, it's going to do two things. One, it's going to sink a bunch of cash. It's going to bring down your brand.
You're throwing money away.
yes.
Two, if you hurt your brand, it's going to hurt your main console because people are saying, "Oh man, that thing's a fucking turd."
Which in the end, you're throwing more money away.
Correct. So it's a risk.
It's a
without
very
any big reward.
risk. Yeah, that's the problem.
Well, but by that logic, I mean we really, I mean, assuming nothing catastrophic happens, then we're not going to see another handheld.
Probably not.
I mean, and that
We
to me is
haven't
kind
seen
of-
another handheld for 20
No,
years.
and it's kind of depressing. Like when you think about it and say it out loud, it's kind of depressing.
Yeah,
I mean,
It is.
it's really not depressing because it doesn't affect us.
well, no, but it's still.
I still like the handhelds. It's just like, I mean, I don't have a Vita. I have a PSP. I don't have the newest Nintendo one. I have the last generation. I understand what Andrew's saying.
Sure,
It's like,
I understand.
and I get where he's
completely.
coming from. The only thing I'll say, and this is kind of a almost a vacuum. It's kind of like, okay, Coke spends more money on advertising than anybody,
Yeah,
and they have like an 85% market share.
but
over
that's
Pepsi.
why they have
Correct.
that market share.
So Nintendo has a ridiculous market share because they pump so much innovation and thought in their products. They have not got stale, not once since '89.
I agree.
No,
So until now, when that happens, this is a completely different conversation. When we feel that they are really just phoning in, just saying, "Well, we got the market," then you know what? They need somebody to push them.
absolutely.
They've not dropped the ball,
And
and
they
it's a unique situation because
Yeah,
they've
I
done
agree
that
with
on their
that.
console, similar market strategy, and it has not been successful.
Right. Well, I mean, they're a good company. You saw that the Wii U, they officially announced the Wii U flopped, and I don't remember what it was, the president or CEO, somebody was like, well, because it flopped, I will take a pay cut.
Yeah, I did see that.
And he took a pay cut because it was a punishment to himself.
That's a Japanese company to get
shit.
flogged.
Fucking seppuku and falling on the sword and shit.
Harakiri.
But
I'll be a second.
It's just shit like that. Like he said, the innovation's so much. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah.
How can you be more innovative than Nintendo's been? And if you fucking find that spot, you jump on that shit.
Word. Okay. We got PT, or you can call him Old Slappy.
Old Slappy.
Coming out of Georgia.
Old Slapy.
Stick of Truth. How does it compare to other turn-based RPGs? More well-known turn-based RPGs.
I haven't played a ton of it, so I'll give the floor to JJ on this one.
I know this is going to sound really weird, but this is like, as far as turn-based RPGs go, this is like the top of the list for me. I mean, not number one, but it's up there because it does everything right. It's not too long to where it becomes, okay, we get it, you can fart on people. It's not too...
You can fart on people? I haven't gotten there yet. No, I just assume you can fart on people.
All you gotta do is fucking move your right stick, and you'll be like...
Oh, nice.
Butters will be like... but it's got enough action to where it's fun. It's got enough old RPG style to where it still feels, oh, that fucking feels cool. It's got enough jokes in it to make it hilarious and outrageous, and every time you think they're going to take it a step further, it goes a step beyond that. And it's literally just like everything about it. It was almost the perfect storm. And I know that sounds weird because it's a fucking South Park game, and every other game has been almost shit. Not almost. The fucking N64 game.
The racing one?
No. The racing one was pretty decent.
The other game was... I actually got to the last boss on the... I don't know why I did this. I got to the last boss on the original South Park game, and I got like in the loop where you didn't have enough items to do things, and you couldn't beat him because you didn't have the items to beat. I mean, like, you had like potions or health things or
it was
whatever.
Bad.
It was not good. I don't know how I got that far.
But, very good game. Would suggest.
Yes.
10 out of 10 would play?
10 out of 10 would bang. However, it is short. Once you know where everything's at, you can 100% the game in approximately 5 hours. If you really tried. I can beat it.
I think 8 hours.
I can beat it no problem in 6. Zero problem. Run right through it.
6 is all you need.
That's what I hear.
So if you're looking for a 40, 50, 60 hour game, you're going to be sadly mistaken. Although I have played it through 4 times because I enjoyed it that much.
Okay, fair enough. Next guy is Cave Bear Man.
Yeah.
However, I would never use that name. Magnus.
Magnus
Just
is a
go
good
as
name.
Magnus. That's not like Magnus
name.
von Magnuson, the fucking world's strongest
The funny
man.
thing is, he goes, oh, Magnus, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wait a minute. What screen name? Is that Cave Bear? What screen name is that? It's the only Magnus I know.
Coming straight out of Iceland.
Yeah.
The
crazy
pride
motherfucking
of,
name,
pride
Magnus.
of Reykjavik. Okay, if we're all going to make a game or game company, and we're going to start our game, what's the first thing that pops in our head for the game?
Like, first on the list of what?
No, first thing pops in your head.
Story.
Okay.
RPG.
Probably immersing. Which could be both story or whatever. I guess, like, how to get a person into the game.
Yeah.
Regardless of the platform or whatever.
And then with our three powers combined, we made the best video game ever.
Yeah.
In a way,
done.
It's kind of going back to us making a game segment,
An immersive RPG with a good story.
That's
that's
want.
literally
That's what we just said.
Yeah.
That's making us kind of what we were, I'm not heart. So
I have a boner.
Awesome.
That was actually my first thought in my head, but I figured I'd just censor that for radio. Okay. Daniel. That's all I really got, Daniel. No location.
No
just
lemons.
Daniel.
No lemons.
No lemons with
Daniel.
just Daniel. Sadly. That'd have been a bigger thing. He sent 2 emails.
Literally.
I appreciate the apology because he fucking sent me a blank email.
It's like
He's like,
hey.
sorry, I fucked that up. Anyways, here's my question. So I wasn't even going to answer it after that terrible discrepancy, but I will. And also because he had an awesome question. He was talking about he played BioShock and he played other games. And he loves those games. But when he goes to the next game and not seeing any relation to the next one, he's hesitant to buy because he likes the continuation of the story, the environment, the immersion of it.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to know, what do we feel about the relation between games and a series?
I think that's kind of goes back to one of the first questions we answered. In what about today's gamers and the legacy they leave? I think it's that attention span because people are trying to sell games, and I get
Something new.
Well, you've got to make your money, so people want to buy a game. Like if I was going to go back and play BioShock 3, I didn't play a lot of 1. I didn't play any of 2. In my mind, I have to go back and play 1 and 2. Well,
Absolutely.
I don't know that all the gamers would do that. I think some people may just pick up with a new BioShock game I hear is fucking badass. I'm just going to go play that. You play BioShock 3 in a vacuum. And I think a lot of that, so that's why people don't care.
Or like Assassin's Creed.
Can I bring some up?
Oh,
though?
go ahead.
Final Fantasy's one of the biggest selling
Always
games of all
frustrated
time.
me.
It never repeats or never
not
continues
true.
the story. Well,
1 and 2 are linear.
but that's it.
That's it.
For the most part, never continues the story.
I think some of the adventures on Game Boy were linear.
Maybe.
Because I played the first Final Fantasy. I know, I'm
But
just
for the
saying,
most part,
Point
yeah.
being,
Other
you've
than 1
got
and 2, it's it.
25, 30 games and maybe 5 shared
And I
stories.
gotta say, I
sometimes.
never liked it. And once again, me and Andrew, I think, have been on. Now we're not fanboys,
No.
but we really
No,
I
just
eat a
kidding.
dick. Maybe a little fanboys. I mean, we don't have like fucking cloud posters above our bunk beds or anything.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if like with the Final Fantasies, if you'd even gone like had several arcs, if you'd done like
You can reboot it every so often.
if you went like the Final Fantasy VII storyline and took that on its own arc, and then you took the old Final Fantasy, the Baron, Cecil, the Dark Knight and Paladin, did a whole arc on that and did some like the new the new Lightning with your main character or whatever, and take that like 3 or 4 different arcs, cool, but have some cohesion on
Some
that.
continuity somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who did it perfectly, and I know I suck this game's dick a lot, Borderlands.
Yeah.
They tied enough from Borderlands 1 in to where it was still the same story, but it was a completely different game.
But part of that's because they knew that their story in 1 was fucking direct.
But it didn't. The story didn't have to be good because it was never about the story.
No.
It was about the characters and the relationships, and you building like, oh god, that's fucking Marcus. I can tell just by looking at him or hearing his voice or whatever. Or that's fucking Scooter, And the thing about it is that I don't need Game 1 to be like an end of Game 1 to be the beginning of Game 2, and the end of 2 to be the beginning of 3.
Just
Interlace them somehow, and I think Borderlands did it perfectly.
Well, I think sadly you're going to see more things like I think like Assassin's Creed is an example. They're like, here's what we're going to do. We need a new game every time. We'll get this loose story behind it, and that's a way for us to have the best of both worlds. And I agree with Andrew. A lot of it, sadly, that we're exactly liking that. When we go back and rate games, we'd always insist on playing the first one, and have to beat it.
Yeah,
I can't just jump into the third one. I wouldn't want to watch, the third
Terminator
of a movie,
3.
and then miss the second one because I'm not missing all the story because the background story is huge to me. People don't give a fuck about that anymore.
No, and I just.
So we're all like Daniel.
I looked up at the ceiling and rolled my eyes because the next game I was going to say would be Elder Scrolls, because they've created an entire history, and you're just playing as a character in a different era of that history. So it still continues the story. They can still tie things back in and
You're
loop
still
it.
in the same world.
It's not a linear story, but it's
Yeah.
at least a linear universe.
Even though it's not the same story, it's like Quentin Tarantino movies. They're all in the same universe. No matter when it is, where it is, they've got the same cigarettes, the same,
yeah,
back-end
that's what
jokes.
it's like saying it happens on Earth.
But it's the same thing. It happens on
Just
Tamriel.
because they all go to Big Kahuna Burger.
Yeah, but the point is it's that
He's
connection.
too lazy to write
and
anything else.
Yeah, that's not it. It's that connection and that tie-in that makes me feel like this is a fucking Tarantino movie, or this is an Elder Scrolls game. You know what I mean? So I don't necessarily need story 1 and 2 and 3 to go together.
And if you do that, great. That might be a way you could go with some games.
But entwine game 1 with 2 and 3 somehow. And I don't like it where there's no stopgap between random stories. There's got to be something there. You know what I mean?
agree. So
Anyway.
we're all like Daniel. We actually like continuity.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Ace Wave. That's all I got on that
Ace
one.
Wave.
Yeah. First off, do we accept friend requests in Smite?
Absolutely. I have almost 4,000 friends. I think I can add another
Yeah,
one.
like 1,500, yeah.
Yeah, I got like fucking 100 or 50 or 75.
I actually
Most of them are probably filled with your fucking Smurfs.
I actually encourage people on the stream, actively encourage people to add me as a friend. The reason is because if I do a custom game, it's sometimes a little more difficult for me to copy and paste, especially with better Twitch because it does that translating bullshit.
Oh, so you're selfish.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Because it makes it easier for me. Because when I do custom game. You give me an IGN, and I can type in the first 3 letters of your name, and you pop on. I'm like, fuck yeah, I can click that button real quick.
Right.
It makes my stream go smooth.
Personally, I would take any and all just because I don't play on stream. I just play with fucking randoms when I do play, and I would take people just to play with. Because...
By the way, I didn't mean to interrupt. High-res plea. Stop giving me a pop-up letting you know a blank person has joined my party. I fucking know that. I invited them. Cocksuckers. I'm trying to invite person 2, and person 1's like, this person's joined your party, and I gotta close it before I can continue typing the person's name. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Apparently bug fixes this week, though.
Thank God.
Yeah, I hate that.
They're gonna give
It
custom
always
games
bothers
some
me
love.
when that happens. Yeah, I don't know that. Fuck these two
First world
guys.
streamer problem.
Come be my friend. You can lose with me.
Caress his testicles.
Yeah. If we could make a god, who would it be? What would be his kit, role, things of that nature?
Balder. I want to see Balder.
Medusa, actually. I know it's not a god, but it's in the milieu of Smite there, the demi beings.
Wait a minute, not Balder. Heimdall. That would be better. That would be better. What?
This is like the way you're saying
Heimdall.
it. You gotta say it like, you're just came straight off
Yeah.
the fucking
Well,
fjord.
Heimdall's got a little bit more notoriety lately because of the Thor movies and stuff, so...
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I just said that because he's like he's got like crazy senses and shit. I think that would be a neat addition.
Yeah.
Um,
Had to have a global...
He's in the new Thor movie?
Both Thor movies. He's like
Really?
the fucking Guardian guy. He's got a sword and he sends people
I
down.
fucking know that.
name is escaping me right now, but he's the main god in East Slavic religion. He's very similar to like Zeus and shit.
Oh, nice.
Really cool, like all the statues and like artwork of him make him look like a badass with a shield. He fucking uses like this mallet of lightning. It's pretty cool. It's like a mixture of Thor and Zeus if they could have a love child, but he's Russian, so he's a fucking
Knowing
badass.
Zeus, they probably do.
That's probably true. But he's like a fucking badass Russian guy. Now, kit, role, I would probably say my guy would be probably Bruiser. Or I kind of like tanks, man. I think I'd want a tank.
I don't know what Heimdall would do. He might be
Buster Heimdall.
He would be a cool like mage bruiser.
Yeah.
Like that would be kind of neat.
Well, the picture I have in from the movies, he'd make more of a warrior, I would think.
I think historically he would make more of a warrior
Who
too.
did you say your guys was?
Medusa.
Medusa. Oh, that would be cool.
See, like
Mage?
I would say mage, but with the amount of
Assassin?
CC would be kind of more of the lend itself to support,
Support-ish, yeah.
supportish. But I think mage, like in my mind, I think Medusa's mage. But
So you think they should? Because she's technically not a god.
yeah,
Well, should you? Because here's the thing. I didn't think that she wasn't a god when you said that, but when you said Medusa, I'm like, man, that's a fucking awesome idea.
People wanted that forever.
Like, obviously,
That
you have Minotaurs,
Cthulhu.
but why not, like, the Minotaur? That would have been a cool fucking god, quote-unquote. Or,
Right.
anything.
Well,
Jason from the Argonauts or Perseus. I'm saying there's a lot of
you were
good...
thinking. He said something like Jason fucking chainsaw
Oh,
fucking Jason.
hey, he's a god in my book. I'd play him every day. He
He
took Manhattan.
I think that they... Oh, God. And space.
Well, yeah, but Manhattan was more...
And space.
Jason X was actually one of my favorite Jason
It's a
movies. by the way.
badass soundtrack, by the way.
Sun
doesn't shine.
Some of the deaths in that.
Oh.
Some of the deaths in that were brutal. When he shoved the guy's face down in liquid nitrogen and then
That was
shattered it on
cool.
the fucking counter and then threw that guy on that humongous drill bit and he like spun down it.
Jason versus Freddy may have gone off the rails a bit.
Anyway, I don't know what Heimdall would be. I guess we all picked. Well, you and I picked kind of bruisery gods.
Yeah, because like I say, and I'm sad the guy. When I was reading this, remember we talked. It was on the phone or something. We were talking the other day about opening up more pantheons.
Oh yeah,
And I always liked like Tingernism or like the Mongol gods. They're really cool. And I was like, Russia had a really cool pagan history. It's not as well known because obviously they
Yeah.
got Christianized pretty fucking hard. Not a bad thing. But their main god was sort of like Zeus, but he was more like a warrior god. Zeus, I don't think of him that way. And I think
No.
you can say the same way for Thor, but Thor's not like the main god. So I just kind of think like, in all of his statues in Russia, that was really fucking cool. And that made me think like something like to get them outside of their comfort zone.
I'm all for them going like obscure ass god, like you're Slavic. Like I have no idea who the guy's name is. I don't give a fuck what his name is. You tell me he's a god, then fucking let's do it.
they could open up to like. I
Go back
wish
to Hindu, maybe?
I wish
They
they could.
are actually next god is.
Oh, that is really?
I wish they
Oh,
could.
that shitstorm.
Kumbhakarna or something.
Some shit like that. I wish they would open up, like, try to get some licensing deals. Like, because Elder Scrolls gods would be really fucking cool.
I always see people asking for blood for the blood god. When I was in your fucking stream,
Yeah.
Korn, dude.
Yeah.
That's a Warhammer god, but now you would never be able to.
That's the thing. I mean, if they could lock one of those, That would be so fucking neat.
It would be cool,
Yeah,
but
start
in a
paying
way,
for
but
it.
does like even if they were able to get like the rights, would that almost make the game like cheesy in a way to like?
I want to play Moloch Ball. That's all I care about.
Play with Moloch balls.
Ah,
I don't know what that means.
no, me either. But it would be
Like
cool.
fucking a Jorah.
Anyway, yeah. So there you
So
go.
we all like that. Okay, we got a couple more, hopefully.
Yeah.
Right here. One more. I brought one more, Andy. I broke his 2 questions up.
Oh,
Nice.
He mentioned that everybody considered the GameCube a flop, and I don't know why he asked it kind of like a question, because obviously the GameCube was a fucking
flop?
steaming pile of flop. Not that it was bad, just
It
as
didn't-
far
it
as like,
didn't-
you
didn't
know,
sell as well as everything else.
my air quotes, profit and sales
Yeah.
was a fucking flop. However, he said it was his favorite console of that generation, that's a bold
that
statement.
is a very bold
Whoa.
statement.
Which is a Tarantino statement. He was asking for favorite non-Nintendo GameCube titles. He mentioned, i.e., Beautiful Joe, which was a really cool game.
He
Beautiful-
loved,
yeah,
he
I
talked
remember-
about that.
He talks some Mad Smack. So like a favorite. The problem is, I like GameCube, but it's a
I have to
struggle
steal yours.
to name
You gonna steal mine? I'm gonna
non-Nintendo,
steal yours. You cocksucker.
non-Nintendo favorite titles.
Eternal Darkness.
Yep, that's what I was stealing. That's what I was stealing. Is Eternal Darkness. Me and you played that together. That was
Yeah.
that fucking game.
Another game besides Eternal Darkness?
BMX Triple X. That wasn't a GameCube only.
No. but-
Titties.
Titties.
No, just kidding.
Titties on GameCube.
I don't know. Eternal Darkness is the one that I'll always remember. From
If I had to
GameCube.
pick one, maybe the Resident Evil came out on that system first.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 5 was bad. That was the first one that had that chainsaw controller, which I used to look when we worked at Dick's.
Yeah,
I used to
yeah.
always look at that like, oh my god, I want to buy it. It was from, was it Buy Asia or some, like a really cool
Play
fucking...
Asia.
Play Asia, yeah. Had a really cool fucking chainsaw controller. That game was awesome on any system, let alone on the GameCube, just because it was the purple box and you have this mature rated game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm legitimately trying to think of another title that's not.
It's not Nintendo.
That's the hard part.
Because I always say Fire Emblem, that's Nintendo. You know, I would go, oh, Link had really, it's Nintendo.
Smash Bros.
Nintendo. Mario, fuck me. You know,
Mario
Mario
Kart.
Kart Double Dash was awesome.
Oh, that was like that's one of my favorites.
That's probably my
of all
favorite Mario
time.
Kart. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh my god, it's like there's so many good games on GameCube. I fell in love with Animal Crossing as that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Nintendo.
Nintendo. That's the problem with that system. If it
Eternal
wasn't,
Darkness.
it's always Nintendo games.
They had an RPG that was really good. Tales of Symphonia.
Tales of Symphonia. Also, the Final Fantasy one for it, the Crystal Chronicles.
Crystal
that
Chronicles,
was a
yeah.
good game. But you really got to stretch.
Yeah, you got to think hard. I'm still over here.
Tales of
thinking.
Symphonia is actually a really well regarded game still. I didn't play
Pretty
all
much.
of it, but
all the Tales games are.
Yes, Tales of Destiny. Oh my god, don't get me started.
And this would not be a mailbag section if we did not end with Skull King.
Oh, the left newt. The left
Skull
the
King.
ball.
Holding the ball sack. And his real as W put it, is their eternal war for control of the sack. Sorry, really, you didn't have a question. I saw all you had was a game, which I appreciate. Okay, so he wanted to know if maybe the lack of explaining the DRM, the $5 used game fee, and the push on Xbox Family, is that the reason that the Xbox One has got off to a laggy start?
Define laggy, because I haven't heard like sales numbers or like how is it regarded.
It's not getting like trounced. I think Sony would tell you that it's trounced, but Sony I think has mixed up their shipped numbers versus sold numbers, and also Sony's had their supposedly supply chain issues. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors yet still,
and that's why I don't trust a lot of that.
but
Gotta wait a
it is
year.
evident that there's probably at the very least a 20% sales jump over PlayStation over
Okay.
Microsoft. Maybe even a full 25%. They've sold more.
I think the fact that Microsoft has made all these claims and they went to E3 and they did this big reveal and barely mentioned video games at all in their big reveal. They mentioned sports and you can watch TV and they talked about TV 1,000 times. I think that people there was a statement that was made, and I can't remember what it was. And actually, this is like worth pausing and Googling it because it's actually extremely relevant. I think the problem with the PR of the Nintendo, the Xbox One release, that it put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
No, I agree. My thing was, and similar to what you said, PlayStation 3 really came out with home. It's home. We're going to do home. We're going to do this. We're going to immerse you. We're going to do Blu-ray. Because PlayStation 3 was all about pushing Blu-ray
Yes.
over HD DVD. And the problem is that they went very much entertainment savvy, that we're going to become the controller of your medium. It's the future, and you're going to walk in lights.
This is kind of PS3 is kind of the jumping off point for that,
Yeah.
and then they're trying to bring it together.
And the problem was, there's a reason PS3 did not win last generation. Xbox was, here's what we're going to do. Have some fucking video games in your life, and we're going to give it to you.
Yes.
I think Xbox One kind of went, they almost flip-flopped. That was the other direction. Xbox One's, we're going to be the control of your entertainment center, and PS4 is like, here's some video games.
And correct me if I'm wrong on this, too. Xbox One launched at a higher price point, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And that was the big thing. I know you want to
PS3 did that too.
See, and that's whenever I worked at GameStop, and I worked at GameStop when the PS3 launch and 360. Not necessarily. I don't know if I was there right at launch, but I mean like right at the beginning.
Yeah, because remember I got the Wii because you were able to hook me up with the Wii.
I remembered it. They were quoted saying, somebody was like, well, we don't like that it always has to be on the internet, blah, blah, blah. And this is before
Yes,
they
I remember
took
this
all
quote
that
now
back.
that you're...
He said something to the effect of, we make a system for people that don't always want to be on the internet. It's called the Xbox 360. And I was like, wow.
What a dick.
What a piling fucking just steaming dump right on your consumer's chest.
For that one bad one, there's about 10 Sony ones.
But there were a lot of bad Microsoft ones in this generation.
There was, and there's a lot of bad Sony ones in this generation too. Just Sony hasn't caught the flack because the DRM became such a very...
It was a big deal.
It's a hot issue, just like the SOPA stuff for internet. All those...
Well, that is a big deal, but still.
It is. I'm just saying things like that on the platitudes of the control, even though whether it's right or wrong, whatever, that is the issue, and those are things people are going to gravitate to. And the people who probably are anti-SOPA are the same people who are anti-DRM, and those are usually people who are younger and gamers.
Right. Yeah, the issue becomes that they fucked their consumers over. Their customers just took it in the ass this generation, and I think a lot of people were fucking pissed about it.
And now they changed it all.
Sure,
and they came
but it's
back,
too late.
Yeah, that's the problem. Now, granted,
it's like a murderer going, I'm sorry I did that. It's too fucking late. You've
they
already
didn't
done
actually
it.
murder him. They didn't actually make it include at their launch. It just
It's
said,
like throwing acid on somebody's face and then going, oh, my bad. I mean,
I don't see this that bad.
I do.
I don't think
I was irate the entire time that this whole thing has been developed.
I agree that I think your metaphor, I think your analogies are a little off, but I think
They're not off. They're just
your point
strong.
your point is right though. Like it's kind of going back to what we talked about. There used to not be this big PR thing for a new system or a new game. The game or the system just came out and you bought it. Now PR is almost a bigger deal than the actual system itself, and you shot yourself in the foot with all the bad PR by having to have it online and blah 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 whatever. And then they did a 180 on it. They said that you didn't have to have it online all the time, or that you could trade games with your friends or whatever. But in a way, the bad PR is already out there. Did they actually commit any bad acts physically by doing this? No, they released the game and they released the system how it should have been released. They just originally said, "We're trying to fuck you." But, oh, you really don't want to be fucked? Oh, bad.
The $5 fee is a fucking. The always online is not. That's just the future, and they are too early for it.
Well, the $5 fee...
And they're positioning it wrong.
When the first information was leaked about it, they said that used games weren't going to work, period.
Yep.
And that already pissed a lot of people off. And
Oh,
they were
yeah.
like, oh, no, they'll work for $5. And then that pissed more people off. And I almost lost more respect for them when they did a 180. You've already made the decision. You've already fucking shit on everybody. Now you're like, oh, we're sorry, guys. Please buy our system.
And granted,
now you're groveling.
And I agree with you, too. They were just doing what everybody else wanted to do.
Yeah.
They just had the nuts to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I respect them for that, but these are things that Sony's talked about behind closed doors. They're just scared to do it.
Yeah.
Microsoft wanted to... Because here's the thing. This is what's... The truth is, this is what's going to happen.
They tried to sack up.
You need to accept the DRM is going to get up in your life, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to be paying for keys and licensing on games, and that's just how it's going to go. Because with the cost of games, that's just the future. I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying that's how it's gravitating.
You can thank money and politics for that.
Yeah, there's other things, too, that go involved, but yes. So... At that point, they were doing something. It's a bad idea. I don't want DRM.
No.
I don't want a fucking $5 fee. I want to go buy a used game. I want to play it. So when they backpedaled, I guess, to me, the only thing I will say is it's the opposite of what other companies I've seen will do. Once they make it their head in the sand, right, wrong, or different, they stick with it. At the very least, they acknowledged they made a mistake. Their fans and populace did not want it. And they corrected their error. Very few companies correct their error and admit when they're wrong.
Especially publicly.
They didn't even really admit they were wrong. They kind of danced around it.
By taking everything off,
that's
a pretty much a mission.
But at the same point, if I was like, you know what, fuck you, dude, you're a fucking dickhead. I hope you burn in a fucking fiery car wreck. And then I was like, I'm sorry. You've already lost a little respect for me. Just because I apologized doesn't mean I didn't say those things. I didn't hurt you in the beginning. You know what I mean?
I understand that.
And that's what they did. They were like, yeah, we're Mr. Big Bad Microsoft. You do what we say. And the customer's like, no. And they're like, oh, okay. So it's like, you came in as Mr. Tough Guy, and then you got backed into a corner, and you're like, oh, they're not going to buy our shit. Okay, we'll do it their way.
I think one of the things, too, is the price tag. It was $100 more than the...
I think...
Because that was one of the things that I always
That's,
said...
I think, a bigger issue than everything there.
Because whenever I worked at GameStop, seeing like the amount of 360 sales compared to PS3 sales, and there's a lot of other things. 360 came out earlier. You had more titles and that kind of stuff. But
PS3 has no game.
Yeah, they had the $600 price tag on that system.
That was stupid.
Like, what are you doing? And then Microsoft just did the exact same. It's like, did you not look and see how much you fucked them in the ass earlier in...
And people come up and they said, well, that was more expensive than other. What did they choose?
360. Like,
they didn't care which one they bought.
No.
No.
I can play most of my games if I buy blank system.
It's like, oh, you're not going to get God of War. Well, fuck. You know, I mean...
I don't get Halo going the other way, so
Yeah.
it's a give or take. I think honestly, I think that's the biggest part of it. It's $100 cheaper.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Like, what did they think? Like, this happened before. You learning from history, not even like obscure history.
Because bad start or not, if they were $100 cheaper than a PlayStation, that's going to make me feel a lot better.
Why do you think the Wii sold the shit ton?
Yeah.
One, it was labeled toward kids, but two, it's
Came
cheap
out a
as
year
fuck.
earlier. There's a lot of things, but yeah, you're right.
Cheap as fuck.
Cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
It wasn't a whole lot of risk.
200, yeah, 200, 250.
Yeah, not a whole lot of risk.
No.
So.
And that's the thing. I mean, you
It was a bad move.
when you're competing with something, look at Verizon and AT&T. Every time one company changes, the other one follows suit.
Yes.
Very rarely does the other one stand their ground and go, no, this is the way we're doing it. They almost always follow in line. And they're within pennies on their prices.
Regardless of what they may tell you.
Yes, because that is how you compete. You don't compete at a completely different price level. You only do that
Unless
if
you're offering a
Yes.
completely different service.
And they're
and
not.
you only do that if you're Sprint and you're trying to catch up.
Or T-Mobile.
Yeah, exactly. You're
You're like,
cheaper
"Fuck."
for a fucking reason. You know what I
If
mean?
you're not past a credit check, get T-Mobile.
Get T-Mobile, yeah. So yeah,
T-Mobile.
it's you when you compete, you have to be equally priced. You have to not shit on your customers, and you have to do things that your customers want.
Yep.
You can't go against all three of those things.
And that's what Microsoft tried to
and
do.
Be successful.
And they're paying for it.
And once again, DRM is in everything, and they were just trying to take the next step forward. It just, And in their boots, if I were an owner, I'd want DRM too.
Yeah.
Let's just be fair and be honest. We all would. We'd all want to protect our property. At
Absolutely.
the same time, everybody's trying to do it forever. Apple has been the biggest DRM person I know, and they never catch flack for it.
Oh, they do for me.
And I'm happy that they do, but it doesn't affect their sales or fucking people who are fanboys. I'm just saying that DRM is out there, and people are trying to push it in general.
Yeah.
You know, and not saying it's the future necessarily. Hopefully, just like SOPA, you can fight those things. But I'm just saying that they made a mistake. It is part of the problem of what they're doing. I think the $5 fee was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
The always online to me was really what bothered me.
Oh yeah.
I just thought that was so dumb.
Yeah.
That to me was probably the thing. I know everybody's like, oh, DRM and freedom and let's go to the... I don't need to go live on a fucking, pirate radio station in the ocean. I don't need that. I don't give a fuck. Really, I just don't have to have my internet's out. I don't think I need...
Yeah.
If I don't want to be online, I don't want to be online.
If I want to disconnect my fucking 56K modem, I should be able to.
This is
If
1980s.
my mom needs to make a phone call, I should be able to keep playing Skyrim.
Are you on the scanner?
You're on the
scanner.
scanner.
It's like, that's why I agree. It's like, for me, I just don't need to be online all the
No.
fucking time. This isn't 1984. I can
it's not the fact that I care that I'm online all the time. That doesn't bother me.
Because I am.
Yeah, but it's the fact that, like you said, in the situation where your cable company sucks balls and your cable internet's out, then I can't do anything.
What if you live in the country, dude?
Yeah.
What happens if I'm in the middle of the game and my internet drops?
Oh,
Like if
yeah,
I'm playing a
happens
single
all
player
the
game.
fucking time.
Yeah. So what happens then? There's no... They didn't explain that. And that's the issue. It's a bunch of unknowns. It's like, oh, God, I'm buying this
What if
system.
you take it to your grandma's house?
Yeah, grandma doesn't have internet.
Yeah, or you go to some place for the summer. Your parents
Take
go
a
to
hotel
cabin.
room, yeah.
You take a fucking RV ride, whatever. Or I go to a hotel and all they have is wireless, and I'm a wireless adapter.
And speaking like you go on a they said go away for the summer or whatever, and somebody brings a Xbox One, you all want to play video games on it. everybody's got to bring their own Xbox One because they've got the key for their own specific
and you have to have 4 internet connections.
Yeah, it's just like what
the internet part was dumb. I understand what they're thinking is, well, everybody has internet. But it's like the opposite end of the spectrum for Nintendo, which Nintendo thinks nobody has internet.
Everybody in major countries has internet. These, you're not going to sell. I mean, not that they're going to sell a fucking $500 Xbox to somebody in Zimbabwe or some shit like that. But
Brazil,
Brazil's a huge gaming
market, and there's going to be a lot of some shit internet connection.
Yeah, like
I live in a favela
0.1
of Rio. You know what I mean?
What are you fucking Rage Against the Machine or
no? Man, that's like City of God over here. I'm a gangster. Favela's a fair term, dick.
Yeah,
but yeah. I love. You said Rage Against the Machine. Didn't you mean Soulfly?
Or Soulfly. Well, same
hey,
shit.
Dick,
Yeah.
there
Same
you go.
shit.
I love Soulfly.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking Soulfly. That's the best way to end this. Skull King, if you brought us to Soulfly, you've done something right.
Success.
I'm going to call you Soul King from now on.
Soul King.
Oh,
Skullfly.
Max Cavalera, where have you gone?
Yeah, Sepultura died after. They're so bad after Max Cavalera.
Yeah.
Like
Igor can still play good drums.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, that doesn't.
Lead
drums
singer,
is not a band make.
Well, would a lead singer make you? That's who you
They
you
were
associate that
Max
band
made
with.
it.
Yeah,
And their last album was so good.
Speaking of lead singers, I heard Azalea Dying might be getting a new lead singer. Like, I don't know if they're going to stay Azalea Dying or whatever.
Is it the Hitman?
Yeah.
Hey, he was just on roid rage.
No, he actually admitted that he's like, I tried to kill her. My bad. Sorry.
My B.
I hope
Sorry.
he didn't say my bad.
My bad.
bad.
I
He
didn't
went
read
on
the,
record saying, "Oops."
I didn't read the transcript, but I don't think my bad was in there.
Heard
Probably
it as
lawyer.
balls.
Sorry.
Dang it. That's what he said.
Son of a bitch.
Man. Anyway, lightning round.
Oh, yeah, girl. It's time for the lightning round.
Alright, welcome to the lightning round, the game show that we play every episode. Or we try to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Here we go.
They mostly come in during the episodes. Mostly.
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 60% of the time, we play it every time.
Yes.
O'Brien won last time.
Yes.
So he's going to start us off with Guess That Game, you jackass.
Yes. Be the Sizzler. Okay. Some thought-provoking questions here. Hopefully, we'll see how this goes.
Uh-oh.
Okay. One must take care to never get squished.
He pulled one of my shits.
Yeah, I know.
He's doing some Sphinx's Riddle shit. One must be careful to not get squished.
Correct.
My balls.
Ha.
I win.
Okay. Obviously, you've got nothing.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be really quick and agile to dodge and jump around all
Frogger.
the day.
Wow.
Actually, I almost guessed it on the first one.
Really?
I almost guessed it on the first one.
Wow. What was the third one?
No way a toad could make it across this street.
You said toad?
Because it's not a toad, it's a frog.
Yeah. I was not even thinking that. I was too busy listening to his question. Good
Congratulations, Andrew.
one. So you go.
Mine's not as thought-provoking.
Yeah?
All right. This is a movie game, kind of. I mean,
Oh.
it's
Your clues are the worst every fucking time. It's kind of a thing. It's a game.
it is in fact a game, but it's kind of a thing.
Bud darts.
I mean, it is technically it is a movie game.
Okay.
I don't like the word technically.
But it's not like some random title. It's the title is a movie game. I mean, it would be akin to Lion King. You know, it's not Lion King. I'm giving you that hint.
Lion King.
Lion King.
Shit, fucking both fired. It is there are two playable characters in this movie game, neither of which are human.
2 players in this technical movie game.
I got you repeated technical.
Just because you don't like the word.
2 playable characters, neither which are human.
Not even remotely human.
Okay.
Now, I'll even make that clue one because you know the movie thing. You know, it's kind of I'm trying to help you guys out. This game's
4 clues.
This game's a classic, by the way.
Okay.
To elaborate on the character, the playable characters in the movie.
You're laughing. Is this clue 2?
Yeah, sure.
3.
I've lost count.
I don't know. It's a clue. One of them is a reptile, and one of them is an insect.
Oh God, why does that sound familiar? Oh God.
Movie game, technically.
I don't want to say it.
Now the final clue is this movie has come out several times with the new one coming out, I think, later this year.
I'm gonna get it wrong. Godzilla.
Yeah, it's Godzilla.
Okay, good. Whew. Mothra is what you're going with.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mothra.
I almost guessed last time.
I'm sorry. Mothra is a moth.
Yeah, it's an insect.
Yeah.
I had to be very careful in the classification of Mothra because
The game I was trying to think of was Rampage. I was like, what the fuck is that game? And then I was like, wait a minute, that's not an insect. And then I was like, oh, it's got to be Godzilla.
I remember playing that on the original Nintendo. It was
Gojira.
something.
I like that game.
It was something.
They made a strategy one too. It was really good.
They made a strategy
Like
Godzilla game?
legitimately
On
good,
Nintendo.
or like
Yeah, actually, I enjoyed it.
Huh. I'll be damned.
I remember like you had like special powers on it.
God
like,
of Monsters.
and Godzilla would shoot fire or breath, and then Mothra would like drop his wings. It was just kind of weird.
All right, now I've got one. My third question is not a dead giveaway,
Okay.
but it's not like Sphinx riddle shit. These are fact-based.
Okay.
Ready? Now, all these facts are going to be separately like, what the fuck? But together, if you put them together, you should be able to come up with something.
Your
right?
effects combined.
Ready? Clue 1. This is the 25th highest grossing franchise of all time.
Technically, or it actually is?
It actually is.
Dick.
Technically.
I'm just saying, like
I know,
25.
no.
I think that technically was a better clue.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
I believe
25th.
it's, if it matters, I believe it's sold $60 million worth of titles.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Clue 2. This game has spawned both movies, novels, and comics.
This game has spawned these?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. There's a couple stirring around the pot.
The third one's going to bring us all together.
Clue 3. This is the father of all survival horror games.
Resident Evil.
Yep.
Yep.
Good one.
Guess they got one.
I was going to say something about Umbrella
For
Corporation,
some reason,
but
I was thinking Tomb Raider in my head until he said that.
Ooh.
That's a good. That
I just didn't know if it had any comic books. I don't know why I just gravitated to Tomb Raider for some reason.
Glad you didn't say anything in the second category.
Oh,
Or the
fuck
second
no.
clue.
It was too broad, but it was really good.
Yeah.
Supposed to be.
Actually, they were all really good.
Yeah.
Just I wasn't. All I could think about when you said a reptile, and for some reason I wasn't thinking insect. I was thinking a fly. I know you didn't say fly. But that's all I was thinking about, like alligator and a fly. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what movie has an alligator and a fucking fly? I know it sounds so fucking stupid, but that's the problem. Obviously, that's all I could kind of like. Well, maybe it's a snake.
That's kind of one of the problems
get
with the
in
game.
those
I go, maybe
Yeah.
it's a snake.
You get on one wavelength and you're just like,
Well, when you got Frogger, I was listening to his question and he was going, "You're dodging shit." I was like, "What the fuck?"
and he used the word dodge, like the
Yeah.
car dodge, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Ah,
Yeah, that was good.
double entendres. Well, hey, we all got one.
Yeah, we did.
we did.
It's
So
a
I guess-
tie.
That was me getting that one, so I will kick off.
Yeah, you go into the next one.
Devil's advocate. Okay. Not just to pick on Japan, but a lot of times they have really terrible sim games. One of them I'm going to take from them. One is just a genre of something we don't really like in general. So a worse sim game, the horse racing jockey sims, or a soccer manager sim.
Soccer manager. I have literally. Here's my reasoning. I wouldn't know what the fuck to do. I give this guy money. You kick the ball, please. Well, what else do I do? At least I know what a jockey does. He rides a horse. You got to give my horse extra speed, and my jockey's got to get that little whip thing and smack him. I wouldn't know the first thing about managing a soccer. Now, it's not even just because it's soccer. You give me maybe like football manager, I could handle that. But soccer, like, what would I do? I can't name 5 soccer teams. I'd be like, I'm playing for Manchester Universe or whatever the fuck it is. United, right? Yeah. I got one. That's
There
one.
you go.
We got one.
Real Madrid, I think, is one.
Yes, I knew it
think-
was Real Madrid. I just, the problem is that I would literally be, I'd be like, what I do? I'd rather simulate than manage. I don't think I could do it.
Like, I think we'd have a better shot at soccer than we would horse racing because of the fact we actually have like basic sports knowledge. I mean, and while not all sports are equal, we can apply general things. We know that goals are scored in soccer, and I guess I know that horses get around a track. But as a manager, I'd have more influence on things in soccer, and as a horseman, I'd just be like, fucking do things. And so it'd be an easier job. I don't think I'd be like, buy that horse that's really fast, and that would be really all you'd. I mean, I'd get steroids for my horse. I think that's a thing. People do that now. I'd feel like that would be. So yeah, fucking.
Not like you can't get steroids for your soccer players.
Well, all they do is run around.
Yeah.
That's so, like, I wouldn't know what to do.
That's so bad.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Okay, yeah, I had to take a second to digest just
those amazing arguments we gave.
like fucking
Great points.
Scopes monkey trial level debate over here. The debate of our times. I'm gonna go with Andrew because although I'm known as a man who loves him some soccer.
Oh yeah,
You do.
At least I understand that
They prefer football.
fuck that.
I do want to point out, I saw Football Manager come up on Steam, and I was like, yeah, sweet. Oh, that football.
yeah, you're like, fuck, soccer.
God damn it.
Yeah, but yes, because essentially, I would understand a sports management compared to a horse management system. At least I know they're going to have abilities and attributes, and I can select an offense.
Sure.
Don't score.
Whatever.
Riot.
No,
whatever.
Riot.
There's
Throw piss on people. Got it.
my point was, I think that would be more complex than managing a stable of horses, and apparently I
Horse
did not,
semen.
I did not
and,
argue that
jockeys.
point very well. All right, Andrew, on to you.
All right, this is one we may have to pause for to give you guys some time to think about it, since
Okay.
I'm not offering two specific choices.
Okay.
We earlier in the episode we were talking about games and sequels to games, what we prefer. I want to know your guys, what is your favorite sequel to a game and why? All right, so we're back from the break now, and I kind of wanted to clarify the question for you guys as I had to clarify it a little bit for them. A sequel to a game being anything after the first game. So basically, did a series go downhill, or does it, or is there a great game later in that series? And sell that game to me. It's not about picking the best game. It's about selling the game to me in a way that makes me think it is the better game.
Right. I picked first, so I'm going to say Morrowind. And the reason I said Morrowind is because that was the first Elder Scrolls game that is still what we're playing today. No Morrowind, no Oblivion, no Skyrim, and those are all massive super hits. In Morrowind, obviously we all know, we all played it. It opened up this huge window of opportunity for different builds, different character styles, different... would you have like 40 attributes or some shit like that? I mean, you could really do everything that we enjoy in an RPG and break down your character by the smallest minute detail. And not only that, the games since have actually kind of declined from that. So I think that was the peak in the Elder Scrolls series, I guess the series. And it's the peak for that reason. It gave you that depth in development. You could do that with your armor. There was like 1,000 fucking weapons you could choose from. So it really gave you that feeling of, this is me in an Elder Scrolls game, and I get to do exactly what I want to do with my character.
Well, fair enough. The only thing I would say about Morrowind is that not many people played the ones before it. It's almost a completely different game. So I was thinking of the question is I guess I was going to take Halo 3. It is the absolute culmination of the series, on top of being the best game in the series. Now, you could say Reach or whatever, they're different, almost a different universe. You've got an encapsulated story that all the amazing things that can happen in the third. It wraps up everything. Wraps up everything you've done for almost a decade. Well, at the same time, as far as gameplay goes, it makes it the best online, the best maps. It is by far the prettiest game, and it really ties up all these things you've experienced. And when I'm looking at like sequels, I want something to beat the one before it, but at the same time enrich the experience I'm having after it. So it's almost like you don't want just more explosions. You also want to connect more to it. And when the first one set the stage, the second one is, The Empire Strikes Back. Here it is. It's in the middle. It's sort of a downer. And at the same time, it's getting you ready to prepare for the third one. And the third one, by far, is better than every way, faster than the first two. And it really ties up probably one of the biggest series of our lives, if you really think about it. Also, one of the best stories you're ever going to see, and it really wraps up the best story of the bunch.
Dear God, you both are arguing the pinnacle of a series, in my opinion. Like you said, I mean, one happens to be at the beginning, one happens to be at the end, and both have their merits. You know, the Elder Scrolls series, you know, jumped off from there, and it's continued on and on and on from there, from Morrowind essentially. And yeah, you had like the Daggerfall and the Arena before that, but Morrowind was definitely the peak, and like you said, Halo 3 is definitely the peak there, and it wrapped up everything. I mean, as 50-50 as these arguments are, I'm actually going to go O'Brien here on this one. And the only thing that differentiated was the focus on the storyline. Because I mean, Morrowind's storyline it's not necessarily a storyline; it's more of a world, which has its own merits. But the continuing storyline and the end of the book, and they ended it on a good note too. They didn't push it into games that are, you know, the series went great from there. I mean, you still have. I mean, they didn't continue on too long, I guess is what I'm getting at. And not that Elder Scrolls has done the same thing.
Both really good points. And really good sequels too.
Oh yeah,
I think we all contend that Morrowind's probably
the best.
A favorite.
Well, it's Zelda 2. I mean, it changed the game.
It did. Because, I mean, honestly, like, comparing it to Daggerfall Arena, they're just not the same.
Yeah, you can't.
It's really a jumping off point. And I really think Halo 3, you rarely see a game that ends a story where it's better than every facet you could expect than the previous. Yep. Especially with a game with and I didn't bring this up, man, I should have, the ridiculous amount of hype for each one to actually live up to that. That's saying something.
Yeah, no shit.
And I will say, like, if there was a half point, there would have been no question half point.
It's like Solomon gonna chop this baby in half.
No,
I can't.
I legitimately, I had to, you know, you can't push on these kind of things. This isn't PTI, you know.
Right.
I gotta push.
Don't be a Wilbon. Don't push. Well, I think it's Kornheiser who pushes.
I don't know. I haven't watched in probably 4 years. So.
I still like that show.
I haven't watched ESPN in forever.
I haven't either.
I watch just MLB Network.
Yeah. Anyway, we got mine.
Yeah,
we do have yours. You ready for this?
Are you ready for this? Okay.
I turned down for what?
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's the second time. So this is kind of interesting.
Hopefully.
2 RPGs are coming out right now. Today.
Right.
You've been waiting for both of them.
I have.
They're identical as far as gameplay, and the hype and everything is the same. The only two differences is the only two differences
one in a different
are
language.
One is sci-fi and one uses guns. They're both RPGs. You can only afford one.
What are like kind of guns?
Just like Fallout style gun, like fucking pistols and rifles and shit, or sci-fi lasers and shit. Which is better and why?
I'm gonna go sci-fi. If medieval was the top, and I'm sure you didn't put medieval in there just because you
go
medieval. Yeah. I think sci-fi opens up more things. You've got a whole fantasy universe you can go to. I mean, you can have your own universe in either, but you can do more fantastical things in the sci-fi. I mean, your magic spells can be this weird, science-based magic spells, or you can even kind of go a technology aspect with it too, and mix the two things. Also, you know, obviously the lasers, like you said, or the beam swords, or cool things like that. But you can go to different. You can integrate more on a bigger scale. Whereas a game that's going to have like the gun-based game is going to have, you're going to mostly probably be in one world. In a sci-fi based game, you're going to be able to travel to different worlds, have different cultures or different areas that you're going to be being able to explore. And usually the sci-fi games tend to have a little bit nicer of graphics. They try to make things more, like I said, fantastical. So having those different environments, I think, could be a little more immersing.
All right. When it comes to guns, first off, I don't think that necessarily having guns eliminates technology. Take Resistance Fall of Man, for example. Those are World War II era guns merged with an alien technology. Guns don't necessarily eliminate anything. You could also do like a Fallout or do a really steampunk version of it. Also, I think typically when you do sci-fi, it's a lot more, I don't want to say kiddie. I mean, there's like Mass Effects like that can be mature, but I find that most of the gun type games are grittier. You know, it's a darker environment. It is Fallout, it's post-apocalyptic, or maybe more humorous base. I think with guns and the reality, typically people have a little more license in playing with less worrying about graphics or I'm going to fight a fucking Klingon. I'm going to worry more about crafting a universe that's interesting in that one experience. You know, you have a BioShock or a Tomb Raider. It doesn't matter what game it could be. There's so many more things. I think with guns, you have some grounding in realism. You have to focus on a story. You have to focus on your universe because you're not going to be able to dance up and like Mass Effect, great game, but a lot of it was all about, I'm going to explore this, I'm going to explore that, I'm doing this, here's a flea flock, it doesn't matter. Whereas with guns, typically, it's like I'm using Fallout as an example, or if a shooter, Resistance, something where it's all about that story, it's all about the focus on the reality, and the gun is just a fucking weapon I choose. What's going to matter is the environment the gun is in. And I really do like steampunk, and most of the games I play that do that, if they're an RPG, they do steampunk, that's pretty awesome. I like it. Very good.
God in heaven. These are hard. These has been three
Yeah, we've
good,
had some really good debates.
Argument tag teams here.
All very close.
Oh God, I think this is out of my characteristic. I'm gonna give this point to Andrew.
Okay.
Whoa.
I did not expect sci-fi to win that argument, just because I'm not a big sci-fi fan. When you said sci-fi, I was like, you better fucking sack up.
I tried.
But I do agree. It opens the world a little more, and you mentioned magic, which in RPGs, magic is almost a necessity, and I think you'd have a little more play there.
Sure.
I would like to see both.
Yes.
I mean, like turn-based or tactical with guns or sci-fi.
There's
would be
actually
cool.
a game that you should check out. It was a little buggy and it's old. Arcanum.
Arcanum?
Arcanum. It's a Steamworks and Magic something or other, but it's a technology and magic-based steampunk game. And like when you specialize in
guns.
Guns.
And it was kind of like the old Fallout. It's kind of like that tactical kind of based. So I mean, it's old and the graphics are shitty and the interface is really bad. But
it's fun.
I remember.
I'll check it out.
That's right.
It's old, it's shitty, and the interface is awful.
You did not sell this one well.
Good thing we're not devil's advocate on this.
Okay.
I know I have 1 point.
You do.
I am failing miserably.
Andrew's 3, I am 2, you're 1. It's a
All
tiered
right.
system.
Oh! He could have his first legitimate victory.
This might be it.
This
I'm not,
might-
it probably
every
won't
dog
happen.
has his day.
It does. I don't know if today will be that day, but we'll try.
So we're going to the fucking
list.
Family Feud, whatever the fuck it
The
is.
list game thing.
Yeah, I'm sure we can't use that name.
So we
The
didn't just
Feudgasm.
I think technically doing whatever the fuck it is makes it not trademarkable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Family Feud, whatever the fuck it is.
Family, whatever the fuck it is. Feud.
A Feudgasm, I like.
Yeah.
Feudgasm.
It's like a food gasm. But
I don't want to say the Family-gasm. That just sounds bad.
Yeah.
I can instantly hear, you chose so poorly.
So does that mean I start? I don't know how
You
this
start.
works. So
You start, buddy.
This is weird. I don't even know. I'm on the spot.
I got fireworks ready.
I do too. In a form of jizz.
That's it. Mine are made of skeet.
Ski.
This
Too much
this
Lil
category.
Jon in this fucking episode.
No, there's never too much Lil Jon in anything ever.
What?
This list, I actually looked through this list ahead of time because we've got some kind of shitty lists overall with some really bad. The positioning on this list, in my opinion, is not great, but the actual list isn't terrible.
It's not offensive.
No, top 10 video game companies of all time.
Oh.
Okay.
Companies.
Where's the
like-
coin?
Oh,
Here it is.
So fucking professional.
I'll
over here.
flip.
Alright.
You call?
Alright. Heads.
Tails.
Alright.
all right.
Nintendo.
Do you want to go or do you want to pass?
Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
There's number 1.
That's number 1.
There's a fucking shock. Video game companies, I'm gonna go Sony.
5.
Oh, I was going to say, you were scrolling an awful long time.
I know. I was like, what the fuck?
Actually, they listed as Sony Computer Entertainment, so I kind of scrolled past. It didn't catch my eye as
Alright.
the short word I was looking for there.
Sega. No way.
6.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of in the middle of the list right now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I was just thinking to myself, like, I almost said that one. I'm like, they're gonna skew differently. Bethesda.
Number 9.
Wow, I was going to say, I don't know if that's
Wow.
going to be on there.
I took a
That's why.
leap of faith.
Surely, I can't say that. I can't say that.
Can.
I can.
Say anything you want.
Ugh.
Might be wrong.
Do what you want. Do what you want with my list here.
Do what you want with my
What you want?
list.
You can't have my mind.
This is a long shot. God, I don't want to do that.
Steve Harvey be Xing your bitch ass right about now.
I'll say BioWare. There's no way they're up there.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Still a good game. I'm gonna go with Bungie.
Oh, fuck me.
13. Actually.
Whoa!
Wow.
Wow, that was good too. I thought I was fucked right there.
Still a lot of big ones.
I'll still
out there.
fuck you though.
A lot of big ones out there.
Somebody's got to say E EA.
3.
Yeah. That fucks me.
Number 2 still lurking.
Yeah, it is.
I think I got number 2 right here. If you don't get it,
Oh, well, okay.
maybe not.
Forgot about EA. Cocksuckers. Activision?
That's a good one. Oh, damn.
How's Activision? Jesus.
That's 12.
That's terrible, dude. I disagree with this list already.
I'm gonna go with Capcom.
10.
Oh wow, I did not think that
Fucking
would be 10.
fuck, dude. Square Enix.
Square Enix is number 8.
What?
Number 8? I'm like, I got number 2.
Yeah,
I'm an idiot.
easy.
Like I said, I didn't necessarily agree with the order here, but
Let's go with Konami.
they're outside the top 10.
Oh,
I think
my.
they're 11.
I thought the Konami code might carry them in.
No, they're 14.
Wow.
So you guys are in the right ballpark.
We're in the wheelhouse.
But this is not bueno at all. I mean,
Not
They're-
bueno.
There are 2 that
We should be getting.
probably.
I thought Activision was good
thank you. They did not,
because
though.
Tony Hawk was on Activision.
Well, it's fucking historic, dude. All the arcade games and shit.
Yeah, that's why
now
I
I'm
said
scared
Sega.
now I've got all these arcade ones, like big old ones. I'm like, ooh.
That's the only reason I said Sega.
Can I even say them? Atari.
No.
Oh wow, damn! Every time you say one, I'm like, fuck.
They
he's
make
got
so many games. This is bullshit.
it.
That's it, dude. I'm out.
Oh, you're out. Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
'Cause you got me on points.
Number 2, Valve.
Oh my god, that wasn't even in my brain.
No, they're good, but they're not number 2. I'm sorry. They
But
made
they
like
should
2
be on the
fucking
list.
games.
They should be on the list. And
At
one
like
of us should have
number
said
10.
Valve,
Rockstar.
I guess.
Above Activision and all these.
That's what I'm
Grand Theft
saying, like-
Auto though, that's a big series.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft had Assassin's Creed.
And that, I think, that's the list.
So you're right. They weren't offensive.
Like, yeah, it was...
They're not offensive, but you left a lot of the historic one. You left out Konami,
and Capcom.
Capcom.
Yeah.
Activision.
Nintendo, Valve, EA, Rockstar, Sony, Sega, Ubisoft,
Bungie's better
Square.
than fucking Rockstar.
Yeah.
Bethesda.
Well, the Grand Theft Auto, that's all that Rockstar. That's the only reason Rockstar's on that list.
Halo's bigger than Rockstar. Grand Theft Auto.
State of Emergency.
Manhunt.
State of Emergency.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
Activision also made all those Rock Band games too.
Not that this is the only one that surprised me, but Microsoft was number 11.
I
Microsoft.
almost said them after I didn't get Bungie. I was like, fuck this
Bungie,
shit.
Konami, Rare, 2K,
Rare.
Blizzard.
Rare's a great one.
Yeah.
But how is Squaresoft, which I almost said Square Enix, how are they that low? I'm sorry. They pretty much brought the RPG as a format to
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
They're behind Rockstar. That's a load of monkey dick right there.
Load of monkey dick.
Oh, he won.
All right. So we never have a very accurate list.
No.
This one should be really fucking accurate.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay. This is top 10 Nintendo characters.
Well then.
Can we flip the coin here so let's see who gets the first fucking
I
pick?
think we should flip the coin.
You want to call Andrew?
Yeah.
I called last one.
I'll call Tails.
Tails it is.
Tails comes through for me and give me them points.
Yep.
It's a me, Mario.
Number 1, I'm assuming.
Number 2.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Does that mean Link is number 1?
Link is
Yeah.
number 1.
Suck a fat dick, bitches.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I disagree with it.
Yeah.
Nobody should have said Link over Mario.
I
No.
disagree with it like 3,000,000%.
But you should get the top 10 on this one. That's why I think this one will come down to points.
Ooh.
I do want to say Luigi. I'm gonna go and say Luigi because I know he's guaranteed to be there.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Okay.
I didn't think he'd necessarily be number 3.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong and number 7.
Ugh.
So many Nintendo.
Yeah, there are.
I'm gonna go Zelda herself.
Princess Zelda, number 9.
Oh.
I was a little scared going that one. That one was a little. What's going on? The
So I was, if you didn't say, I was going to say Peach.
Didn't he just said Peach, didn't he?
I said
He
Zelda.
Princess Zelda.
Peach isn't on the list.
She's not. Holy fuck.
Peach is
She's in more
13.
games. She's in more games than Zelda.
And it actually says Princess Toadstool Peach.
Nice.
How formal of them.
I'm gonna go Yoshi.
Number 3.
Wow, so I disagree with that one being that high.
Yoshi. Everybody's favorite sacrificial lamb.
Yep.
Samus.
Samus is 6.
Yep, that was my next one.
So we've still got 4, 8, and 10.
That's it.
That's it.
4, 8, and 10.
Unless one of us can't get the last one.
Yeah. I'm gonna get an X on this one, I think, but I'm gonna go Toad.
Toad is not on the list.
I didn't think so. See how well they went with the Mario fandom, though.
Kirby.
4.
Ugh,
Yep.
that's a good one.
8 and 10, bitches.
8 and 10.
8 and 10.
And if you're curious, 10 is a 25. 26 to 25.
Whoa!
And we both have an X.
Whoa!
I'm gonna go Bowser.
Nope.
Fuck.
You know what, dude? When you said that, I'm like, that was fucking brilliant. You just said Bowser.
Because he's like that fringe guy that, like, at the end that, like...
I'm like, that
Bowser,
was...
number 12.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. That was a...
So whoever gets 8 wins.
Hold a second. Yoshi should not be ahead of Bowser. I'm gonna have to...
He is.
That's terrible. Yoshi should be ahead of, like, half those people. It's fucking Yoshi. He didn't show up till the Super Nintendo, for Christ's sakes.
He's hanging on. He's hanging out,
I guess.
Whoever gets 8 wins.
Like fucking saying Shy Guy, which is not my guess.
Shy Guy's not on the list, Andrew.
Yeah,
Think hard.
I am.
Both of you. Uh-oh.
I think I might have one.
Uh-oh. Andrew's on the roll.
Wow, I'm like really struggling. A Wario.
Nope.
Fox.
Number 8, Star Fox.
Mm.
Number 10, Pikachu.
I fucking Fox. I don't think I'd have got Pikachu though. I don't think. I mean, like it's an obvious one because Pokemon's so fucking huge.
Yeah, I never would have got Pikachu.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. It was, I mean,
That's a good list.
yeah.
It actually was a good list.
It got really bad outside of that list.
Okay, I got the 10 most evil villains in video game. Bad guys.
Tails has
I haven't called
Okay.
yet. Heads. Heads.
Okay.
I didn't even cheat. Most evil? I mean, I'm just going to say, because villain, I'm going to say... That's can't...
Well, the first few, I'm like, these are all guys you should be getting.
I'm going to say Bowser?
It's number 1.
Okay. I mean, I was thinking, like, evil.
Yeah.
I was like, he's not really that evil.
He's just
a villain. So basically, we're going top 10 villains.
Well, I think he was just trying to nix any person that maybe have redeemable qualities.
Right.
Honestly, I'm assuming, for the most part, every guy on here is,
Sephiroth.
yeah, he's on there. He's number...
Honestly, that would have been my number one guess. I'd have guessed
Sephiroth?
that.
He's
Yeah.
number 6.
I figured that'd been higher up there. Now that kind of gauges the list a little for me.
I'm going to go Ganon.
Ganon is on there. He would be number 2.
That was my. I was gonna go Ganon or that's ball game on that.
1 and 2.
Buckle my shoe.
Ridley.
Ridley's not on here.
Figured.
That's a good one, though. That was a
Not
good
bad.
one. Ugh.
Still some real good ones, though.
Are there?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Wily.
Dr. Wily's not on here.
What?
I know. Out of curiosity, nah, he's not like real close.
I'm actually
either.
gonna come out of left field with one here because I don't have the chance to get the victory very often.
You won, didn't you?
I do have the victory.
He's already... Look at this guy.
I'm not throwing this, but I want to get this one if I can. Master Hand.
Oh, God.
No. I figured Smash Brothers people would
That's
go.
terrible.
That was the worst thing I've ever heard.
It's gloating. There's some you should get. There's some you should get.
I don't know. Like, Dr. Robotnik.
Mm-mm.
I'm just saying.
What?
He's
I'm
not
saying-
really evil.
No, but neither is Bowser, really.
I'm gonna go Kefka.
Uh-huh. That's why you just gave him one.
Well, no,
I
I was,
know.
that was my next guess anyway.
Oh, was it?
That was, yeah.
I think he's more evil than Sephiroth.
I did too, but I was guessing Sephiroth because Sephiroth.
Fanboys.
That's why I guess.
What
There's
was
still
it, like
some
number-
that you should get, though.
What was he, number 8 or something like that?
No, Kefka's higher than Sephiroth. Kefka's 4.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So there's number 3 still out there?
Yeah. And it's... You won't be mad if you don't get it. You probably won't think of it, but you know.
It'd been awesome if Master Hand was on there, though.
Well, I was like, really?
Mm.
He's just a hand.
Yeah, but he's a dick, though.
He flicks you.
Yeah, I know.
What a prick. Don't make me Steve Harvey you.
You might have to. Like I'm drawing a blank on popular
How
bosses.
do you just name a boss?
I can't, since you already won, I was gonna say Mike Tyson.
Although a rapist is not on there. Andrew will get the point.
Oh,
Actually, take that back. Andrew has to get one to get the point.
yeah,
Because JJ's up in points.
yeah.
So this is for the steal?
This is
Yeah.
for the steal. JJ got 1, 2. And you've got 6 and 4.
Ugh.
I mean, there's some, once again, like I said, there's some...
Let me see. I want to see.
you're not seeing anything
Oh, fuck you.
That's right, you hold them. I get to do it. My only joy.
I'm going to go M. Bison.
That's a really good one. I mean, it's not right, but that's a really good one because he is straight up evil, world domination. But
My other one was I was going to go. This was the one that I was going to go as my backup, and I'm going to be kind of pissed if it's on there. Meta Knight.
No.
Okay.
Shang Tsung.
Number 3 is Gladius.
What?
Oh.
I mean, he's straight up evil, and that's Portal, baby.
I had no chance at that one because I wouldn't even thought about that.
But I don't know if you thought of it, but it's a pretty cool one. Kefka was 4. 5 was Vladimir Makarov from Modern Warfare 2 and 3. Yeah, I know. He was evil, I guess. 7 was Joker from Batman Arkham Asylum. I mean, he's a straight up evil bad guy. Makes good sense. 8 is Wesker, who's a bad guy from actually Resident Evil 5, the one that I was speaking so highly of earlier. Then Darth Vader is 9. 10 is really fucking gay. But it is the enemy paddle from Pong.
Are you shitting me?
My Master Hand guess doesn't seem so fucking bad.
Yeah.
Master
The
Hand.
enemy paddle, because it's evil. It's
11.
a line.
If you got 11, I'd probably suck your dick. It's Porky Minch from Mother 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Porky.
That's the
the thing.
Earthbound.
Deeker, the Saboteurs, 12. Mephiles the Dark. Carlo Falcone. I mean, just a bunch of terrible ones after that.
For the most part, the top 10 were
Pretty
like,
solid.
That seems like how these lists are. Once you get past the top 10, you're like, what the fuck?
Because there's just people guessing at that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
really, Mafia 2 guys ahead of Liquid Snake.
Right. Yeah.
But...
All right.
Andrew with the victory.
Fuck
Mark
yeah.
it on your calendars, ladies and gentlemen.
You know.
What episode is this?
Like 57.
13. I just happened to have my YouTube channel up. Episode 13.
You know they say 1 out of 13 ain't bad.
There's a song about
it's
that.
a baker's dozen.
It is a baker's dozen.
No, not 13 games, in fairness.
We didn't play 13 games.
15 games.
And
Well,
then
16 games, actually. We've had 3 mess ups.
well, yeah. And then I've also won a couple because of shit victory or whatever. But
I'm talking about first real
yeah,
victory.
this is
You busted your fucking cherry.
We did.
You feel good?
Bring that retro
Kind of hurts
game.
a little bit.
Yeah, now you get to bring a retro
It
game.
feels better every time after
does.
that, though. That's what I've been told.
That's right.
I mean,
Speaking
when
of
they're
retro
unconscious,
games,
they don't usually
Whoa.
give you feedback.
I'm asking Jade about that one.
Does it smell like chloroform?
Huh?
That's in my basement. I want you to check it out. Don't. So I brought a retro game. It's a game we all played.
Mhm.
I played so much of this game.
Which game?
Master of Magic.
That game was. I forgot that you played that game.
I played with him.
Yeah, I
on
know.
his-
And I was.
on his
I
mom's
spread
fucking-
that like AIDS across. I was like
You
Magic
did.
Johnson and shit.
You were
That was a fairly innovative game.
First off, if you
fairly
I
innovative.
say you haven't played it because I'm assuming you're not some guy who's going to go and download fucking DOSBox. So, by the way, if you Google it, you can actually find a site. I can't fucking remember because that's where I play from it now. Because obviously DOSBox is a terrible program.
Oh, it's a piece of shit. As soon as you said that, I scoffed. I don't know if you guys heard me.
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
I did
but
shake my head vigorously.
you actually stream straight from this site. You can save all your games, and it
so
plays
it's Java
perfectly.
or something like that.
It's just I don't know how the game's. I don't know how it supports it. You download it from there, and it actually keeps it up.
Oh wow!
So it's actually a perfect version of it. by the way.
Wow.
Perfect version.
I actually may have to go check that out.
So, to give a brief explanation, it's a 4X game.
Yeah.
Explore, expand, exploit, exterminate.
Civ.
But like Civ.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it's really out in the exact same time. It's made by Microprose, the guys who made Master of Orion, all these other strategy games back then, and it's one of the few strategy games that's completely medieval fantasy based.
Yes.
You pick a wizard, and you have 6 different magic lures. You pick every how many spell books, like 30 or 40 different perks.
Yeah.
You know how awesome that was? You got so many picks. It's like so many points to pick your guy. And every little ability, whether you want to be a lore master or a really good warrior, your troops to be really well trained, they cost points. And you can also pick so many books. So there was absolutely no way to, you could obviously replay the same guy, but it was so much replayability.
There were not almost infinite possibilities as far as...
Consider there's on the first planet, unless you paid extra to start on the second planet, there was 14 different races, and another 5 or 6 on the second. There's 20 different races. They all have different units.
You know, legitimately, I forgot about this game. I'm gonna go home and play this probably today or tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm not lying. This was
and the computer's not terrible.
Yeah. Oh,
the AI is not stupid. If you do not guard your town, they're not gonna. We'll make peace. They're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
They will fight you. They're gonna expand in a smart and aggressive pattern.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you can conquer other races and incorporate their troops. I remember when we played it, and it was just the coolest idea.
Good.
Well, it's because it sucked us in because of the fact that it was that medieval magic, wizards and warriors type shit, and you don't name one other strategy game that does that.
Well, and usually when you see magic in a strategy game, or some sort of variation thereof, it's usually like as a rock paper scissors mechanic. You know, it's usually like, okay, your archers are going to be your cavalry are going to be your mages, and your mages are going to be your archers, or whatever, whatever variation.
Rock paper scissors you happen to have.
And in this, you could use magic, if I remember right, from the castle, and you could lightning bolt somebody's town or their units or something like that.
There were overland enchantments that affected the actual world over. There were battle spells, and there were summoning spells, and there were a bunch of other little perk spells. Like the summoning spells, you could summon troops, different kinds of troops. Not to mention, you also hired heroes. Those heroes could be combat, archers, mages, all different types of heroes. And as you got more fame, you hired better heroes, you could fire them. Then you could buy equipment when you met merchants, and then equip your heroes. You name your heroes.
That was cool.
So they all, and by the way, all your troops and heroes got experience and levels.
Right.
So if they died, they were gone forever, and you lost all that experience. So it made a big deal. It had a very serious RPG, but it also made sense for a strategy game because these guys became fucking veterans.
Well, the thing about it is that...
And their stats went up.
Civ does that. I mean, you get promotions and stuff like that. But not to the same...
It's not as dramatic.
Yeah, it's not to the same level. You don't I fucking lost that guy. It wasn't that, that same feel.
So I lost my, veteran horseman or whatever.
Yeah, just build another one and build a barracks. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, fight 3 fights. Okay, he's a veteran again.
And the thing that's interesting, too, most of if you've ever played a strategy game, technology is everything.
Absolutely.
They replaced technology with magic.
Yes.
You had to have magic research. You just didn't pick your books and say, here's all your spells.
Right.
The way you built your economy... It was economy based, about food, production, and money, just like every other game. But your economy dictated how fast you researched on your buildings, and that's what sped up your magic stuff. And every race could not build every building.
Right.
Every race had either a few buildings only they could build, or they couldn't build a dwarf couldn't build a wizard's tower. A dwarf could only build this, and they had all these klakens, which are these big beetle fucking guys.
Oh, I remember those things purple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember those.
They had really awesome production.
I don't know why.
I can't remember the fucking lizard race, but it wasn't like lizardmen. And they had gnolls, which that's a straight up D&D race.
Yeah.
Like the jackal humanoid.
Yep.
And understand this, we played this game at a time where we were playing MERP, Middle Earth role playing and Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. And we would, not that we wouldn't play those today, we just don't have the time to do it.
Correct.
But it tied everything that we like about video games into one game.
Not to mention, bear in mind, this is 94.
Yeah.
I think the game maybe even came out in 93.
I didn't play it that early.
No, I think I got it in 94, 95, somewhere in that
it's
zone.
an old game, and I'm sure the graphics are super dated by this point, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really hang it down too much, because it's just a strategy game with a basic map and races.
I didn't play with you till the late 90s.
It was
16.
Yeah, I was probably 97, 98, 99 when I played with you. Maybe a little bit after I played with you.
And another kind of an offshoot of this, there's a game that I played a lot of, Lords of Magic.
Yeah, I had that game.
It was really, really, and I'm sure there's probably a version out there somewhere that you can get probably cheap if not free. It was really buggy from the CDs, and there was some really
but it was
things.
Awesome.
But it was a really kind of around the same kind of game.
Did we play that together?
Not specifically. I played with back in middle school.
Oh, okay. Because I know I had Lords of Magic. Lords of Magic reminded me more of Heroes of Might and Magic, because it was less like economy based. You built stuff and stuff, but it was fucking awesome game.
I know what you said.
Hard as fuck.
Because I'm not stupid. You said economy, but it sounded like you said commie based. And I was like, Oh, communist mages, or what are we talking about?
Yeah, it's for the Mother
red,
Russia.
The red mages.
Red
that's what it
mages, the
is.
hammer sickle mages. You know, I just think like a lot of people like mention about Civ or talk about playing Civ, and not that Civ's not bad; it's an amazing game. There's so many strategy games that just that's the one genre that I think just falls through the cracks. Only huge games get any notice.
Well, and the problem with that is because one, it's a small genre.
Sure,
Because you have to have a ton of patience, and you have to like those games.
You have to have
Oh,
And you
without
have
a
to be
yeah.
a micromanager to want to even play those.
yeah,
And that's the reason they fall through the cracks.
Oh, it's the opposite. It is the polar opposite of a Call of Duty game.
Yep.
exactly.
Yep.
It's good.
oh,
No, but like I don't know, Civ is huge.
yeah.
Civ is in that Call of Duty level of sales.
Everybody knows Civ.
But the point I'm just saying, this is why I kind of picked this game. I've been playing a lot of EU4, which, by the way, if you haven't played Europa Universalis 4, it's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Is it?
Way better than 3. Not way better, but it's definitely better. I enjoy it a lot. But I think to myself, a lot of people play strategy games and they never go back. And this is the one game that, unlike any other one, it's a completely genre of its own when it comes to like the fantasy aspect, all that stuff. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. I remember playing it and going, how have I never heard of this game before?
Yeah, that was my reaction.
But back then, I didn't play a lot of PC games.
XCOM was another game that Microprose made. Which was
XCOM.
awesome.
Wow.
And that came out again here later because Microprose
Yeah.
went under.
Right.
And then XCOM, the rights and stuff got bought and they made it a shooter. But a shooter with a good story, mind you. Kind of like Dead Space kind of feel to it. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be really good.
But yeah, that was that when I played that game, I was like, okay, I like Civilization. I like fantasy RPGs.
Give me.
Why have I
Things.
not heard about this?
And not that knocking Civ, but the difference between Chinese and Indian people are very little. Yeah, Gandhi gets a bonus for happiness for the number of population per city. And, you know, the Chinese get generals at a greater rate. Hooray. Dude, the difference between fucking nomads and fucking barbarians is ginormous. And are you
Right.
death magic? Are you nature? Or are you... And they also had, like, sorcery. They had chaotic. They had all these different things. It was just really, really unique.
I've always been a fan of the D&D personality block thing. you
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
And any game that gives me that, okay, this person is chaotic evil, he's the fucking shit of the scum of the earth, you know, and this person's neutral good or whatever. All those types of personalities that you can have in a game just heightens the experience for me.
I like how they replace science with magic because in a Civ game, you win by science by going and colonizing Alpha Centauri, by
Right.
getting into the science track. When you get to the end of all the spells in your spell book, and obviously your spells are actually randomized depending on how many books you pick and whatever, but the very last spell is the spell that banishes everybody, and you
Right.
win. So you can still conquer them
I forgot about
militarily
that.
and kill them, or you can wait for that spell. And that's how you win technology based. So you can play completely peacefully.
Spell that banishes everyone.
It's what it
From
does.
Space
Yeah.
and time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
So that's the game. It's free to play. That site, I can't remember. If you just search Master of Magic
Maybe we can put that in the
comments, you do it. You can find it because you'll pop right up. I just lifted my history. You play it, saves all the games, completely free to play. It's a fucking blast.
I'm going to go back and play that.
You can save it and play right from there, and no skin off your teeth to play one of the best strategy games nobody's played.
Does it have online multiplayer? Sorry.
I don't think it
Does
does.
it have DRM?
I don't think. No, there's a $5 fee to buy a used copy though. I still have my DOS copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
not
found-
floppy disk. It was CD-ROM.
I found my Baldur's Gate the other day. Like the
Nice.
fucking book.
I still have
6
mine.
discs, yeah.
Oh,
It had like a sticky note in it. I don't remember what it said. It was
Next to
probably
my
like
Windows 3.5 disc.
probably like
Stop
Andrew
playing
was
this
here or
fucking
something.
game.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a good game.
Yes, thank
Amazing.
you.
I was surprised to hear you bring that up.
I was too.
Maybe my
That strategy here lately has been in my veins.
I felt a little tingle in my peen. Not gonna a little tingle in my pingle.
That strategasm.
Not gonna lie.
Stragasm.
Is there any upcoming games?
Yeah, actually, we do have a couple games coming out. Of these games, this is only the I guess the Trials game is a real release or whatever. But this is
Trials.
yeah,
Fusion or whatever.
yeah. That's I was looking at that and I couldn't remember where it was from. And then that game we played on was it Xbox Arcade that one time,
Yeah.
where we just like
Trials HD or whatever
yeah,
it's
we
called.
threw our dead bodies
body down the hill.
Yeah, that was just pretty fun. So I guess they're making that game. Not that I was going to actually talk about a different game first, but we're going to talk about this now.
You said it.
Yeah.
It made me. That game was a lot of fun. It was a great time waster.
Like dirt
And
bike
they had
games.
Trials Evolution that came out too.
See, I never played that one. I just played the one arcade game.
Yeah.
And it was a fun game. I mean, it really was. I was like, the fuck, I don't care about a dirt bike game. And then you like start doing all these ramps and trying to get through the
It's a
levels.
puzzle game.
Yeah, it's a puzzle game with like some physics involved.
Yeah, it's
where,
a
like,
physics puzzle game.
Yeah.
It's like Marble Madness on a dirt bike.
Yes.
Yes. I'm just gonna say yes.
But the other re-release game is going to be the Lego Hobbit. So
I'm interested to play that.
I shall not pass.
I like the Lego games.
I've never played them, and I'm interested to play it, but I probably won't, to be honest with you.
They're all well done.
Yeah, they're kiddie games. They're kind of they're a time waster.
But they're all well made.
Yeah. And they're all like, oh shit, I'm fucking,
And they're like family friendly for those of you out there who have families and want to play with your kids or whatever. All two of you that are listening.
Lego titties,
unfortunately.
They're probably blocky and ugly, anyways. Might as well look at them.
I'll take blocky and ugly over nothing. So.
Yeah.
But the other game too, it's being re-released. It's on PC right now. Going to be released on PS4. It is the Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn. So those of you who are waiting
you can play that on PS4 now.
Yes.
Huh.
Which actually is a pretty big deal overall. I know when the Realm Reborn re-release, because Realm Reborn is actually a re-release of 14, because 14 sucked balls when it came out.
Wasn't it canceled and then they put back in development?
I don't remember the exact things that happened, but it came out and people were like, "What the fuck is this? This is terrible." And they're like, "No, our bad. We're going to work on it and make it not terrible." And they made it not terrible. And I actually was going to look into playing it, and I didn't.
I believe Titanfall is being released for 360 too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So those of you who have the last gen systems who haven't got the Xbox One,
you can get the experience of it. I'm sure it's obviously not as pretty, but it can't be all that bad of a difference.
I imagine not. They're probably
the player pool smaller,
but they'll probably be big enough of a player pool to where
you can still play online.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
So, but those are really the only mentionables.
Yeah.
So,
there's always like lists of games that are coming out are always fucking littered with indie games.
60 games you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Or mobile games or shit that's...
It's like Knob Slobber iOS game. You're like, what the fuck?
The Knob Slobber iOS game.
I might check that out.
I opened it and all it was going...
Unless I'm the Knob Slobber. If I'm the Knob Slobby...
No, not interested in... Yeah.
Knob Slobby?
Like corn on the cob, baby. Slob corn on my knob. Corn on the cob.
Jesus.
This has been like the rap episode.
Please give me head.
I don't know.
I think get on the bed. It rhymes.
I just lay on the bed.
Lay on the bed? Oh, okay.
Slob on my knob, my corn on the cob.
That's the only lines you really
check
need.
in with me and do your job. Lay on the bed and give me head. Don't have to ask, don't have to beg. It was bad.
There you go.
I think that's 3-6 Mafia.
That is 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah. God damn it. We talked about Rat way too much today. With the Lil Jon references and Turn Down for What. And
What?
What?
Lil Jon.
Jesus. Anyway, that's going to do it for the Gamegasm podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us.
We'll see you next time.
Deuces.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week on the Gamegasm podcast.